Good morning, Mr. Bikens.
Mr. Reed.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Morning. I sent over a text message, Attorney
morning.
Sycan. Good morning, Attorney Reed and everyone. Hello. Look, happy Friday.
You too. I'll check those tickets.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ma'am, you're on.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. I am going to start off this morning. I have an 8:35 docket, and I'm going to start with that docket on this morning. So let's start first by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record, please.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. Good morning again. And for those people who celebrate St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right. And your motion is granted.
Thank you.
And as a public service announcement, Your Honor, because you're in this court, be responsible on St. Patrick's Day. So celebrate
Yes.
it. Not like Mr. Reed might, I don't know, but for the record, Your Honor, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fikens, and thank you for that public service announcement. We want to be responsible on St. Patrick's Day because you do have to come back to court. All right. Just remember this face. All right. Very good. Let's do it. And your motion is granted, Mr. Fikens. I am going to start first with the 8:35 docket because I don't want to have case managers rushing and trying to jump on. If it's scheduled at 8:35, I think Miss Cleveland is ready to go on her folks. And so I have first Miss Ellis. Miss Cleveland, is that your case?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe I
All
saw
right.
her this morning. There she is.
She is. Let me place her case number on the record. It is X095887. Miss Cleveland, place your appearance on the record.
Toshi Cleveland, Specialty Court Case Manager, and she has another case number as well, Your Honor.
All right, give me that case number because it might be somewhere else on the docket, but they should be together.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, give me that other case number.
It's Z806608-1.
All right, please add that one to my docket as well. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. All right, Miss Ellis, state your full name for me, please.
Deja Ellis.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. Miss Ellis, you're back at home.
Yes.
How's that going?
It's going really good. I've been I got a gym membership, so I've been going to the gym every day. And also I've had 3 interviews so far. So hopefully I should have a job by next week. I got one that's supposed to be scheduled for my I-9 appointment. And then after that is orientation.
All right, very good. So you're still making good decisions, making good moves for yourself?
Yeah.
All right, that is awesome. Are you taking good care of yourself, Miss Elvis? Because a while back, we were in this whole thing that there was a whole bunch of issues. Have those issues been resolved? Don't say what they are. And if they're not resolved, are you following up, following through? Because you know you still have to comply with the mandates of this program.
Yes, I've been doing really good and keeping up with my journal and also going to my appointments with Ms. Hawthorne.
All right, very good, very good. And Ms. Cleveland, you know what I'm referring to about some other issues that she had brought that was causing her test results. She was saying to be skewed. If you could follow up with me in staffing on that. I know we didn't talk about that yesterday, but I just want to make sure because, you know, she's got to follow the mandates of the program with respect to testing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. And I've been making sure that I go in the morning too.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. How are your grandparents doing?
They're doing really good.
All right. Very good. They're happy to see you home.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to encourage you, Ms. Ellis, to continue to work hard so you can remain there and do the things that you need to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Did you have any questions for the team this morning?
I did have one question that Miss Cleveland talked to me about. Is it possible if one of the attorneys could look into filing an appeal for my license, or do I have to wait?
They would have to answer that. So Mr. Reed or Mr. Ficus, would you all be willing to go into a breakout room to talk with Ms. Ellis about her license?
Yes, Judge, I'll go into the breakout room with her.
All right, very good. So we'll do that after the session. Thank you, Mr. Reed. What other questions do you have for the team today, Ms. Ellis?
That's about it.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Ms., I heard you say, my question for today is what have you added to your life since you've been in the program? This is for everybody. What have you added to your life since you've been with us that has been good for you? And if you haven't added anything, because you may be in an earlier phase, then what are some things you're thinking about adding or that you plan to add? All right, so Ms. Ellis, you told me you added that gym membership. Is there something else you added?
I also changed my diet, and I've been keeping up with my medication. Like, even though before I kind of didn't really want to take medication because I didn't feel like I needed, but sometimes you do kind of need that extra help to get you through, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. There you go, Ms. Ellis. That's really good. That's some good insight too. I want you to keep going. I want you to keep going. I definitely want you to have a license or the ability to drive legally before you leave this program. So please make sure you speak with Mr. Reed. We'll put you in a breakout room at the end of your session, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Ms. Cleveland, it was reported that Ms. Ellis is in compliance. Is there anything else that needs to be added?
No, Your Honor. I would like to see if possible when they do the breakout room. I don't know if there's some people who can go while I would like to enter the breakout room just for a brief moment with Ms. Ellis and Attorney Reed if possible.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll see. Mr. Hudgens is up next. I don't know if that's your case.
No.
All right, then you should be able to go into that breakout room while I do Mr. Hudgens. He's on my 8:35 docket, and he was here on time. All the others were not. So, and then we'll go on to our promotions. All right, what would be the return date for Ms. Ellis?
Your Honor, I would ask if she could have a face-to-face. She is a phase 3 participant, but a face-to-face on March 31st, 2023 because of the holiday that's coming up.
All right, very good. And we'll put that on for 10:35. Ms. Ellis, did you get that information?
Yes, I did.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, is there anything before Mr. Reed goes into that breakout room?
Judge, I would just let Ms. Ellis know you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Follow the court's orders. We're proud of what you're doing. Be safe. Thank you.
Yes, and if I might add, Your Honor, Ms. Ellis, you're making great decisions, and you should be proud of those decisions you're making and confident in those decisions that you're making are the correct ones, because everything I hear is just great. Gym membership, changing diet, working on you, and that's great to hear and see. So keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
All right, awesome. Well, you have your next date. Ms. Wilson, good morning to you. If you could place Ms. Ellis and Mr. Reed in a breakout room, and then when she's finished, Mr. Reed, she's free to leave. Take care, Ms.
Thank you.
Ellis. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right. And Miss Cleveland, I'm sorry, and Miss Cleveland.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Mr. Hudgens. I'm ready on Mr. Hudgens. Let's do it. I have, just give me a second. I have the following for Mr. Hudgens. case number 22060011101. Mr. Hudgens, state your full name for me. Unmute first.
Okay. Donald Hudgens.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
I'm all right.
All right, tell me good morning first. I said
Good morning,
Good morning.
Judge Holmes
All
and,
right.
and Ms. Harris. Good morning to both of y'all.
All
But
right, how are you doing?
I'm
You all right?
I'm okay. But what I needed to talk to y'all, to both of y'all about is just I have to get more honest with myself, because what it is with me, I'm not a user of drugs. I just never spoke about it, but I've been a dealer of drugs, not a user. I wanted to just clarify this, because that's what the situation is with me, that I'm a dealer, not a user.
Okay, well, Mr.
I just had to be honest about it.
Well,
Then
let me be clear. I thank you for your honesty. I do. I thank you for your honesty. I want to respond to that, right? Because people that deal drugs are just. I mean, Mr. Fikens,
No,
I'm at a loss of words.
it's no different. It's no different
How
than
I
a
feel
user.
about people that deal drugs, because you poison the community. You take husbands away from their wives and fathers away from their children, mothers away from their children. People that deal drugs have a disregard for themselves and for everybody around them. People that deal drugs are just, so Mr. Fikens, help me, because I'm trying to stay Black Robish. Go ahead.
Great. And Your Honor, I do appreciate his honesty and his forthrightness in all of this, because so many of the problems are similar. The knowledge and the intent are a little different, but the problems are still the same. Mr. Hudgens, I want to tell you directly, I appreciate your honesty. And that needs a significant course correction. And I think by saying this, maybe you're starting to take the first steps, maybe almost the last steps to avoid that kind of conduct in the future, because first of all, it's very criminal. And secondly, it doesn't benefit anyone, including yourself, as you're coming to understand. So I certainly appreciate your honesty, sir. Those things we can discuss further in private, because I don't want you to say many things on the record in that regard. So, but thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Well, I realize what road it leads to. I done been in prison for it, So I see what it done done. It's just that I've been doing it for so long, living this lifestyle.
Let's use that as a basis to start conversing.
Well, I'm 60 years old now too, and this is something I've been doing for over 30 years.
I got some years on you, so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's never too late to do something different.
True.
I will indicate, Mr. Hudgens and Mr. Fikens and Miss Harris, that he was a transfer or a referral to us from Judge Bryant. He was on regular probation for a charge that involves drug use. And so I know Judge Bryant didn't send you over here and you weren't having issues with your testing. So I appreciate your insight about maybe how you've gotten here, but I want to encourage you to continue to work, because I know she sent you here for use while you were on her regular probation. Thank you for your honesty. I hope that where you are, we will be able to align you with some services that can help you gain even more insight into how drug use and drug dealing are, they both lead to unhappy endings.
Yeah, they
Both
run
of them, whether you're using, dealing, or both.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I do see. All right, I do see Mr. Talley in the background. Good morning to you, Mr. Talley. It's good to see you. Was there something you wanted to add? I don't know if he had shared this insight with you all.
Yeah, we had
about
spoke
his-
about it. Me and him had spoke about it, so.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Talley very quickly. Mr. Talley?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to you, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. Hudgens, what he intends to say is that his history of being here a supplier of this notorious, atrocious here, like chemical that's on the streets, that has been a problem. The basis here of his coming was substance use, is substance use disorder, because he was relying upon a synthetic opiate pharmaceutically, but his activities were still here drug seeking. Mr. Hudgens is making progress by evidence of his admission that this is the lifestyle that he found himself. And we have talked about how supportive the court could be if he had a better conversation that is clear, whereby that you can make different decisions and case management, like appropriate to what his circumstances are and what they will, or what he intends for them to be. He's kind of, I understand here that it's kind of staggering, shocking, for someone to make such an honest admission, and it would discount him from being, up under the jurisdiction of this very judicious and wise court. And we have talked about that. But if you can take pause and allow, that my interpretation of what it is that he has said to be viewed here from just a slightly different perspective, I do believe that he is in the process of change, and that the court may better be able here to understand what it is he has said.
Yes, and I appreciate that, Mr. Talley. And so one of the things that I'm going to ask is that I know that he's at Elmhurst, and so that we do align him with some services for career changes, for education and for employment resources, because you want to do something different, right, Mr. Hudgens?
Yes. Well, I have my GED. I do have my.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. So we want to, Ms. Harris, I would like you to have some conversation with him, as well as tap into the team about I know we have a couple of work programs where they train and align people with good paying jobs and things of that nature. So that's something we want to do. And then certainly we want to do the educational piece of it, so that you can understand how that activity is detrimental to you and everybody involved. And so, Mr. Talley, well spoken, well taken. The judge will certainly respond. I'll certainly respond to that information and have Ms. Harris look into those things. And I hope that between the two of you, you all can work together to get him aligned with those resources.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. And so, Mr. Hudgens, you're right. It's shock factor, because the work that I do here, I see what drugs and alcohol, how it devastates the lives of good people. I don't have any bad people that come before me, none. I've not met one yet. I see how it devastates their lives. So that is shocking to me, because I'm over here fighting tooth and nail to keep people out of the drug. Hold on one second. Hold on. To keep people out of the drug usage arena. And so, but I do want you to know that I'm willing to do whatever I can, and the team, along with the team, to help you to change your course, to do something different, if that's what you want, you really want to do.
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to say to you too, I did have a problem with Suboxones, but since I've been in here since being locked up on the 27th of January to being in here now, I haven't used a Suboxone since. But I did have a problem with subs. I was taking them for pain, and I haven't had one since. I've been here since the 1st of February, but I was also incarcerated on the 27th of January. So it's been
Okay,
2 months now since I had a Suboxone.
all right. And how do you feel?
I feel all right. I done got all the medical needs that I didn't, since I've been here, I done got all my medical needs taken care of. I got a primary care doctor. I'm back seeing a psychiatrist, taking my anxiety medications. And
All right.
at the dentist, I mean, they about to fix my teeth. They're gonna give me a whole brand new set of teeth when I go back at the end of the month on the 30th. So, I mean, everything I done needed since I've been here, they done got for me. So I was very
You're doing
grateful
it.
for that. You know, so
And
I don't have no complaints about that, you know. I
that's
mean,
awesome. And I wanna thank you, Mr. Talley, for you all aligning him with those resources, because we should be treating and looking at the whole person.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you. That's good to hear. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should, that should be the model. That should be the model. That we don't just take we look at the issue that brought him there, but we also address the whole person. So thank you all for doing it the way it should be done. Thank you. Yes. All right. All right, Mr. Hudgens. You committed to continue to work hard so that once you are able to go back into independent living, that you're going with some insight, that you're going to go with some different resources, different mindset, and ready to continue your progress. You ready to do that?
yes, yes.
All right, so let's keep working at it. And then,
Okay.
Mr. Talley, you'll have some discussions with Ms. Harris about what's next for Mr. Hudgens. I know he's still working it, but I want y'all to have some conversations about what's next, to include job training, employment opportunities, as well as continued education.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Mr. Hudgens. Ms. Harris, if you could place your appearance on the record for me. Is there, I know that he's in compliance, he's there. And so is there anything else to add?
Your Honor, can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, Angel Harris with the specialty case manager representing the specialty court. And yes, just wanted to really quickly say good morning, Mr. Hudgens. Good morning, Mr.
Morning.
Talley. Yeah, no, there's nothing additional, Your Honor. Everything they've reported is accurate, and he is currently in compliance and doing well in our program.
All right, awesome. What's going to be next for Mr. Hudgens?
I would like to schedule him a face-to-face for March the 31st at 10:35 a.m.
All right, you're fading out just a little bit, Ms. Harris. You said a face-to-face on March 31st.
Yeah.
Did I get that date right?
You did, Your Honor, at 10:35 a.m.
Got it. All right, did you get that, Mr. Hudgens?
Yes, I got it.
All right, wonderful. It's so good to see you today. Thank you
you.
for your honesty. Thank you for your commitment to stay and continue to work the program.
Yeah.
Thank you for just even wanting to do something different. And Mr. Talley, thank you for your the educational opportunity you afforded to me on this morning. I appreciate it.
You're very much welcome, Your Honor.
Okay, and thank y'all.
All right, we'll see you soon. Take care. All right, very good. Those were my 8:35 people that were on time. I'm ready to go now to my 8:45 docket. I am going to start off this morning. I'm going to start off this morning with my phase promotions. I have a couple of people that are going to be promoted on this morning. Is it 8:45? Yes, it is 8:45. Let's do it. I have for promotion on this morning. Mr. Christian Carlson is going to be promoted this morning. I also have for promotion Mr. Guerrero, is he on? I think I saw the interpreter as well.
Yes, Judge. They're here.
All right, I'm gonna add them very quickly.
Your Honor,
Yes,
my apologies. Sorry. I sent you a message. I don't know if you received it, a text message
yes,
regarding
about
what
Mr. Bass.
Yeah.
About Mr. Bass.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
I'm gonna
Okay.
add him and I'm gonna do him right now. I also have Mr. Terrence Bass that is being recommended this morning for promotion. I see that smile, Mr. Bass. All right, I'm going to start first with Mr. Guerrero so that I can release the interpreter. Good morning to you again, Ms. Hernandez. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing very well. Let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matters and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
My name is Emma Hernandez, SCAO qualified Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. I have the following matter for Jose Guerrero, case number 210-443-1701. Mr. Guerrero, please state your full name for the record.
Okay, vamos a llamar el caso del señor José Guerrero, caso número 21-044-31701. Señor Guerrero, por favor, diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
José Manuel Guerrero.
José Manuel Guerrero.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Guerrero, how are you this morning?
Ok, gracias. ¿Cómo está, señor Guerrero, hoy en la mañana?
Buenos días, muy bien, bendito sea Dios, muy bien.
Good morning, very good, sounds good.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, Ms. Cleveland has made the recommendation to promote you to phase 5 on this morning. Are you ready?
Señor Guerrero, la señora Cleveland ha hecho la recomendación para promoverlo a la fase 5 en el día de hoy. ¿Qué le parece?
Está bien, estoy listo, sí.
It's okay, I'm ready.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, I'm going to have you make the record as to why you are recommending Mr. Guerrero for promotion.
Señora Cleveland, entonces para que conste en el acta, déjenos saber por qué usted está recomendando al señor Guerrero para la promoción.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, su señoría.
For the record, Mr. Guerrero is in compliance with this court program for 321 days. That's the initial statement.
Ok, mi declaración inicial es que para que conste en el acta, el señor Guerrero ha cumplido con todo lo necesario y ha cumplido con 321 días. Quiero que voy a empezar.
Sorry.
No,
Additionally, he is paid in full with his fines and costs.
Adicionalmente, ha pagado todas sus multas y sus costos.
He has completed above his required numbers of community service, Your Honor.
Ha cumplido con todas las horas requeridas y más de las horas requeridas de servicio comunitario.
He has completed his ARM. He read the books and actually followed the course by reading and writing, which is almost unheard of in this program. So he read 3 large books regarding the ARM program and completed it.
Bueno, él ha completado el programa que se llama ARMS. Él ha leído y ha escrito también para los libros, los 3 libros. Se los ha leído y ha hecho los escritos que ha tenido que hacer, y eso es algo casi que no se había oído en este programa, alguien que lo haya completado y haya hecho tanto.
He has completed the care with Dr. Alexander and the victim impact panel, Your Honor.
Él ha cumplido el servicio CARE con el doctor Alexandre y también ha visto y ha cumplido con el panel de víctimas.
And I received notification that he is in and remains in compliance with the Smart Start restricted license process.
Y yo he recibido comunicación y sé que él ha estado, sigue cumpliendo con lo que exige el programa Smart Start, según las indicaciones de la Corte para poder conseguir su licencia.
Your Honor, he is in full compliance with the program. I am recommending that he be promoted to phase 5, which is the maintenance phase, Your Honor. And I would also like to ask if, as an added incentive, that he be reduced to 1 time to testing, 1 time a week. Sorry about that.
Y también quiero decir que él ha cumplido con todo lo que ha pedido el programa, por lo tanto lo recomiendo para la fase número 5, que es una fase de mantenimiento. Y a forma de incentivo, le pido a la Corte que por favor reduzca 1 vez a la semana los días que él tiene que hacer las pruebas. Tiene que someterse a las pruebas.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Guerrero on his promotion to phase 5. Congratulations, Mr. Guerrero. Congratulations.
Quiero que todo el mundo aquí presente me acompañe para felicitar al señor Guerrero. Muy bien hecho, señor Guerrero. Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, and so I'm also going to grant Ms. Cleveland's request to reduce the testing to 1 time random weekly.
Y también voy entonces a aceptar la solicitud de la señora Cleveland de reducir sus pruebas a 1 vez a la semana.
All right. All right, Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Guerrero?
Your Honor.
Cleveland, ¿qué es lo que sigue para el señor Guerrero?
Sorry. Your Honor, he is now in phase 5, and so he would have a face-to-face on April 14th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Guerrero?
Ok, él va a seguir entonces en la fase número 5 y va a tener una reunión cara a cara, face to face, el día 14 de abril del 2023 a las 10:35. ¿Oyó eso, señor Guerrero?
Sí, y gracias, estoy muy contento.
Yes, I heard, and thank you. I'm very, very happy. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. Thank you, Mr. Guerrero. You are both excused. Take care. Do well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Gracias, señor Hernández. Gracias, señor Guerrero. Ya los dos se pueden retirar. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
Nice to
All
see
right.
you
Give me
all.
1 second, please.
Ya se puede desconectar, señor. Thank you, Miss Cleveland. Nice to see you both.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao. Bye, Miss Reed. Bye, Miss Bacon.
313. 345.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, you can turn me on. Let's do it. I'm gonna ask my promotees, give me just 2 seconds. I need to do Mr. Ahmed Koyes. I have case number 220090800. Mr. Zaman is here as an interpreter. Let me have you raise your right hand, please. Good morning to you. Good morning. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the party in today's proceeding and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much. State your name as well as your qualifications.
You're welcome, Judge. Syed Zaman.
Qualifications, please.
Judge, I'm professional qualified interpreter for the 36th District Court.
All right. Thank you. Did you say
You're welcome.
yes? Oh, all right. Thank you so much. All right. Please have Mr. Koyes place his name on the record.
Janab Koyes, record le apna naam ta hoga bhai.
Unmute for us.
Unmute karo ka bhai, apna naam hoga.
Some paper, please.
Koyes Ahmed.
Koyes Ahmed.
All right, thank you.
ধন্যবাদ।
Can they do something about it though?
Oh, you need a lot? Oh, I'm getting one. Okay.
Can you do something about your tether? Who has the tether? You do? Okay, what do you need to do? Try to take care of it, okay? All right, very good. All right, Mr. Koyes, good morning to you. How are you this morning?
শুভ সকাল জনাব কোয়েস, আপনি আজকে সকালে কিলা আসুন?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, how are
So
you?
does Mr. Koyes need an interpreter? He does, Ms. Harris. I see you shaking your head. Okay, all right.
ভাই
I'll
বাংলা
answer
এখন
your
জানো?
question. I'm doing very well, thank you. Mr.
আমি খুব ভালো
Koyes.
করলাম,
Oh, go
ধন্যবাদ।
ahead, Mr. Simon. I do want you to interpret what I say. Go ahead.
আমি ভালো আছি, ধন্যবাদ।
All right. Mr. Koyes, how are you doing with working your program?
তুমি প্রোগ্রামও জনাব কোয়েস কিলা আগাই আছো?
আমি তো টেস্টার যাইরাম, রেগুলার টেস্ট করাইরাম। আর আমার একটা প্রবলেম হয়েছে যে আমরা ডাক্তার দেখানোর ডেট আছিল 13 তারিখ। তো তারা আমারে ফোন দিছে 13 তারিখ মর্নিং ফোন দিয়ে হয়েছে ডাক্তার বেমার আছেন, তো অ্যাপয়েন্টমেন্ট তারা পরে দিব, পরের দিন কল দেওয়া লাগে। তো পরের দিন আমি কল দিছি, কল দিলে তারা হয়েছে এখনো জানাইতে পারেন না, তারা অ্যাপয়েন্টমেন্ট ফিক্স করিয়া পরে আমারে কল দিব।
I'm doing well. I'm going for the test daily basis. Only thing I'm missing, I supposed to go to the doctor on March 13, and they called me, said doctor is sick, they will reschedule me. And then I called them again. They said next day, they said still didn't, fix the schedule. They will call me and let me know.
All right, and so I'm not certain what doctor he's referring to, Ms. Harris, but we're not gonna put his medical or anything on the record. Just follow up to make sure that he's in compliance with best practices for our program.
আমি জানি না জনাব হ্যারিস কইরা কেস ম্যানেজারে যে হে কোন ডাক্তারের রিফার করে যাইবার লাগি, বাট আমি একটা কইতাম সেইরাম, আমি ঔষধও জানতাম সেইরা না কিতা হে করে, বাট আমি এগুলো কোনো তথ্য, বাট আমি জাস্ট মেক শিওর করতাম সেইরাম যে হে যত রিকোয়ারমেন্ট আছে যে এটা সপ্তাহ করতো।
ঠিক
All
আছে।
right,
ওকে,
very good. Are you having any difficulties working the program, Mr. Koyes?
জনাব কোয়েস, এই প্রোগ্রামও আপনি কাম করতে আপনার কোনো অসুবিধা হয়নি?
জি না।
নো।
All right, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
আপনার আমার টিমের লগে আপনার কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে নি?
জি না।
নো।
All right, Ms. Harris, is there anything else to report as to Mr. Koyes? Is he in compliance?
জনাব হ্যারিস, আপনার কিছু তার যে সপ্তাহ করে এই সম্বন্ধে আপনার কোনো কিছু করার আছে নি?
No, Your Honor, there is nothing additional to report and he is in compliance.
না জাজ, আমার আর কিছু অতিরিক্ত হওয়ার নাই, হে সপ্তাহ করিয়া যার নিয়ম মতো।
All right, very good. If
খুব ভালো।
nothing else, give us his next date, please.
আর যদি কিছু নাই থাকে তার পরবর্তী তারিখ দাও।
His next date would be
Okay.
March 31st at 8:45 a.m.
আপনার পরবর্তী তারিখ হইল মার্চের 31 তারিখ শুক্রবার সকাল 8:45।
জি আচ্ছা।
ওকে,
All right, thank you, and thank you, Mr. Zeman. I hope you
Thank
make
you,
it on
Judge. Nice to
time
see you.
for your next appointment.
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
All right, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Koyes. You are
জনাব কোয়েস,
excused.
তোমাকে ধন্যবাদ, ভালো থাকো।
থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ। হ্যাভ এ গুড ডে।
All right, you too. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go back to our promotees. Let's do it. I am ready on Mr. Carlson. I have for Christian Carlson, case number 210-453-4201. Mr. Carlson, please state your full name for the record.
Christian Carlson.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You are being promoted today. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yep.
You are ready. Mr. Carlson, you work in your program?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Did you hear my question for today, you and Mr. Bass? I want to know What have you added to your life since you've been with us that has made things better? Or if you haven't added anything, which I hope you have, and you've gotten all the way to phase 5, what are you planning to add?
I would say a daily schedule that keeps me busy, like a routine every day, diet and exercise to keep me feeling good, and then giving myself time when I'm not busy to work on just sitting with myself and not feeling the need to like use or anything like that, and just being able to be sober and not be doing a ton of stuff and be fine.
Yes, that's awesome. That's a good addition. And certainly it has worked for you because you are doing extremely well.
Thank you.
Yes, you are. All right. Miss Cleveland is going to tell us why she has recommended you for promotion to phase 5. Miss Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to first report that Mr. Christian Joseph Carlson has had 334 days of compliance in this program, which is almost 100% for him yet. So he's doing very well.
Awesome.
Yes. Your Honor, he has paid his balance in full. He has completed his community service hours. He is completed the sobriety video. He has done the alcohol highway safety and the victim's impact, Your Honor. He has completed the ARM program, and he is on Smart Start, and he is in full compliance, and they have sent me I think it's weekly updates regarding him. So he is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, did you all want to add anything? There were no objections in staffing yesterday when he was recommended for promotion.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the promotion today, sir. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy. We are proud of you, sir. Thank you.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Carlson, we always hear good things about you in staffing. It's always good to hear that you're compliant with the program, and it's great that you put together a real lifestyle. And because of this program, starting your day out and keeping a schedule, those things are real important, and gives you a lot of confidence, I know. So keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, no, Ms. Cleveland, give me what's next for Mr. Carlson.
Yes, Your Honor, and I did fail to ask as an incentive for him, because I believe this might even be one of his first incentives, tangible incentives. May he have reduced testing to 1 time per week randomly, Your Honor, as an incentive.
Mr. Carlson, are you ready for reduced testing?
Yes, I am. I believe so.
Good. All right, then I'm going to grant that request. Reduce testing to 1 time weekly. And then, I'm sorry, what did you say his next date would be?
April 14th, 2023 for a face-to-face at 10:35 a.m., Your Honor.
Did you get that, Mr. Carlson?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Carlson on his promotion to phase 5. You are almost there, sir. Almost there. Congratulations. I'm gonna have you hang with me while I do one more promotion, and then I'm gonna let both of you go, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're very welcome. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Bass, I am ready for you. I have case numbers 20059699901, SP 1239178, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 127255551. Mr. Bass, state your full name.
Terrence Bass.
All right, Mr. Bass, are you ready to go to phase 5?
Yes, I am.
You are, Mr. Bass, you have come a long, long way. And I am so proud of you for staying the course, sir. Staying the course. What have you added to your life since you've been with us that's been working for you?
Just like really like working a lot and staying out of like a lot of people weigh, a lot of people face, staying to myself. Yeah, just staying away from people. Like, you know, the bad influence be from a friend or ex-friends you used to be cool with or whatever. But they know that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm bettering myself. Since I've been in this program, like I'm really blessed to even be in this program because my life had changed like so much. Like I never worked like this hard in my whole life. And now I'm like so used to it. I'm going on a year and a half of working. I mean, they giving me more hours. I know it ain't the best job, but I've still like been consistent. Like I never been this consistent with working at all. So this is kind of like a big step in my life that I'm gonna keep, you know, like he was saying with the schedule. It's like my schedule be work and go to sleep. I don't really have time to do anything else but work and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you doing it, Mr. Bass. You know, you came into this program, you had an excuse for everything. Do you remember that? You couldn't do nothing. And I know I put two negatives together. You couldn't do nothing. You had an excuse for everything. And then at
Yeah.
some point, I started seeing you turn things around and you started believing in yourself. And instead of saying what you could not do, you started at least trying it. And then you realized, wait a minute, I can do some of this stuff. And then when I saw you at the heat ceremony, sir, you blew my socks off. I had never heard you speak more than 7 words. And I just was at home. I couldn't make it in person. I was out on a medical leave. I was over there I was in disbelief. I don't know if you noticed, I had to keep shutting off the camera because I'm just snotting and crying and folks trying to figure out, are you hurt or are you happy? Which one is it? You got to hold up a little sign, hurt or happy. And you blew my socks off. I am so glad that you decided to stay and work this program.
Thank
It
you.
has certainly worked well for you. And you
Thank
should
you.
be proud of yourself. You should be
Yeah, I am.
proud.
Yeah, I
Yes,
am.
sir. All right. Miss Cleveland, did I give you a chance to say anything about Mr. Bass? I know he's pretty much done everything that needs to be done. So he's rightfully so going into the maintenance phase of the program. And so is there anything else you need to add?
No, Your Honor, I just was going to commend him on his personal advances and gains as well, because that's something that I have noticed, just like you did, that I remember was present for the intake, what what was going on at the intake, and now looking at him, you just would never know that those were the same two individuals. So I'm um, very, very happy to be a part of this, and just very pleased with his progress. And I would love to recommend for him to be advanced to phase 5, as well as an additional incentive for him to do 1 time a week random testing, Your Honor. He is in compliance.
All right. And
Thank
so
you,
are you
Ms.
ready to
Cleveland.
reduce to 1 time a week?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? All right, Mr.
Yeah.
Reed, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to say to or about Mr. Bass?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the promotion, Mr. Bass. You have such a great attitude. You're working the program, and the program has so much to offer, and you've taken advantage of it. Keep up the good work. We're proud of what you're doing, Mr. Bass, and stay safe, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And Judge, I'd certainly like to commend Mr. Bass. You're doing a great job, sir. Your Honor, I was asked to look at a couple of tickets today of Mr. Bass to help him on his way for his license. They are 2 civil infractions. Those case numbers are SP 1239171, counts 1 and 2. Unfortunately, those are both civil infractions, Judge. They are in default. The city is unable to make any bargain with that because they're from 2021. So I would ask that any penalties, and there are penalties on both those matters, if the court would consider removing those penalties. Mr. Bass, unfortunately, would have to make payment on those, but there's no hold. Neither of those 2 tickets are causing a hold on his license that I can see, Judge.
Your Honor,
All
may I-
right, and let me get Ms. Mack, I'd like to know what the balances are. Because I am going to waive penalties and interest, Ms. Mack, and let me know what the balances are. Go right ahead, Ms. Cleveland.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And Mr. Bass has made some payments towards things, but I just would ask that he review his receipts to make sure that those were not things that he had paid previously, because he has paid some money to other tickets before this
Yeah.
came up. So we just want to make sure, not guarantee that they are different tickets or are not different tickets, but you just want to look over your receipts.
The ROA does not reflect any payments on those two tickets, so if he
Thank
has
you.
some receipts, that would be good.
Okay, thank you.
Not showing.
All right. All right, very good. Ms. Mack is looking those up. Did you back out the stuff for me?
I did, Judge. I wanted you to, he has some other civil infractions that's out there. I wanted you to take a look at.
He has some more?
2 more, yes.
All
It's
right.
not on your docket, but they're still out there.
So he has a total of 4.
I see 3. But the other ones are on his,
Okay, Mr. Fikens read 2 into the record. Those are not on my docket, right?
correct. Oh,
They're
wait,
not.
I must be. I'm sorry, yes, 4, Judge.
4, okay.
I'm getting ready to give it to you right now.
2021.
Yes, I don't want 1. I missed 1, sorry. I got 1 more to give you, sorry, Judge.
That's 3?
That's
All
3.
right. So Mr. Fikens, he still has He still has 2 additionals.
Judge, may I inquire if the date of offense, was it,
What date do you have on the 2 you gave me?
those were 2021. I didn't copy down the month.
The offense dates, yes. So on all of these, the offense dates, 2 are for August 19th, 2021, and 2 are for November 16th, 2021.
Judge, I might ask this of you, Your Honor, if we could. I would be happy to talk to the prosecutor, see maybe if he pays 2, they can dismiss the other 2. It's a little outside that November date is a little outside the year. Maybe they'll be willing to negotiate. I don't know.
All right. So the last 2, the November's entry dates. All right, Mr. Fikens, because he is working this program so well, I'm just going to exercise some judicial, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll make a judicial decision. It doesn't matter what it's called, right? As long as it works out for Mr. Bass. So with respect to case number SP 1272555, counts 2 and 3. There's no count 1.
It is a count 1, but it's on your docket, Judge.
All right, so counts 2 and 3. I'm going to dismiss those matters without prejudice. He's doing everything that he's supposed to do. So I'm going to do that. Here, Ms. Mack, I'll give you those so you can have it in writing. And then for the remaining 2 matters, I did indicate that I'm waiving the fines and not fines. I'm waiving. I said I would waive the penalties and interest. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'm doing my own fine. Here you go. There's that one. And then. All right, so now, Mr. Bass, Ms. Cleveland's gonna get with you as to those 2 civil infractions that you owe. I need you to get those paid, okay?
Okay,
So you
thank
can
you.
have your stuff on track and you can get your license. Don't drive until you have one.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, see Miss Mack so you can get that information, okay?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, Miss Bass, I'm ready. You ready? Let's
Yes,
do
I'm
it,
ready.
everybody. Let's celebrate Mr. Bass on his promotion to phase 5. Congratulations, Mr. Bass.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
to you. All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, next date?
Your Honor, it would be April 14th, 2023 for a face-to-face at 10:35 a.m.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Bass, Mr. Carlson, congratulations to both of you. Proud of both of you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a safe and responsible weekend, and I'll see you all next time, okay?
Okay, you too.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Thomas, I'm gonna have you join us at the podium, please. Good morning to you. Good morning, how are you? Wait, you all dressed up this morning, where you going?
Hopefully home.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, all right, Mr. Thomas, I see you. All right, let's do it. I have for Jerome Thomas, case number Z8083461. Mr. Thomas, state your full name for me.
Jerome Anthony Thomas.
All right, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing much better considering what I've been going through.
You are doing much better. You look much better. Did you go to the movies like I ordered you to?
No, I watched the movie at home, paid for it though. Somebody showed me how to just punch in some numbers and paid like $6.99, and I got to watch the movie.
All
That was
right.
cool.
All right, I guess I'm gonna let that one
They
slide.
clean the movies, not chair to chair.
They're what?
I don't think go from chair to chair and wipe the chairs down.
Oh, I got you.
That
Well,
body's still here, it ain't went away.
no, it has not. Then you are absolutely right. So what did you end up watching?
Some scary movie.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
asleep on.
You watched a scary movie and fell asleep
I
on it?
fell asleep.
All right, how did it feel though to be doing something for you?
It was kind of different, cause I was with my friend and they was like, for real? I was like, yeah, I was tired, I told you I was tired. I'd take you to work at 7 in the morning. I'd stay up all day, pick you up at 5, and I'd be tired.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's kind of different, from what I'm used to, but it's okay. Keep me out of trouble.
Okay.
I still won't go to live in Indiana.
I know you do.
I'm out of here.
And you'll get there. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Okay, keep working. Keep working it. How are
Stay
you?
sober, that's the main thing.
Yes.
Staying sober, and that,
How does that feel?
I feel different. I feel more like I used to feel as a youth. Considering I'm 59, I feel like youth. It just like came back to me.
Yeah. That's good. And so it's only going to get better. But you've got to work this for some time. It's not something that you could just say overnight, I'm done, or and you're done. You've got to work to find out what was going on here and here that caused you to get to where you were. Okay?
Yeah, I just got a little bad news Thursday.
You did?
Yeah, they gonna give me a pacemaker.
Okay.
I'm kind of leery about that. I don't know.
Well, let's look at it. Let's look at the glass half full. You are well, alive, walking, moving, breathing. And somebody can tell you that, hey, you need a pacemaker to help you out. Do you know how many people don't get that opportunity?
Yeah, they was explaining that part to me too.
So give that some real thought. Some real thought that if you are a candidate for a pacemaker, that means that you still got some life ahead of you and they want to make sure you're able to enjoy it.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
All right, so just give that some thought, okay?
I ain't got no choice. My sister already been told me. Do you want to live or die?
That's that sister, that's that one, right?
So
And you want to live, right?
yeah, I'm gonna do it Next month, 14.
April 14th? All right, keep us posted, okay?
I'm gonna do it. I ain't got no choice. She said do it. I'm gonna go and do
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, and you taking good care of yourself as far as working your program?
it. Yeah, I go to my meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, very good. What do you think of those meetings?
Oh, they all right. They all right. You know,
They just all right?
I mean, I get a chance to, get stuff off my chest, That's the good part about it, And then I don't feel bad, like, cause we all in the same boat. So, ain't nobody no better than the next.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All
like
right.
going, even when it's over, with, I'm still gonna go, cause I think that's what I really needed and I miss it. Cause I used to go to these groups, years ago, but I don't know, I just stopped. And, instead of going right, I started going left.
Okay. So now you came to that realization, right?
Yeah.
So now if you realized that when you were going to the meetings, things were good,
Right.
you were going right, and then you stopped and you said, I started going left, that lets me know that those meetings might be pretty good for you, right?
Yeah, I enjoy going to the meeting.
Okay, well, if something is good for you, you want to keep it up, right?
Yeah, well, I stopped going because my cousin passed away and he got me to go. And
Oh,
he passed away and I don't know, I kind of went a couple of times, I kind of like felt uncomfortable,
okay.
Because he brought me into it and he wasn't there, so I mean, I just kind of uncomfortable.
Okay, but now you're back at it. Look at you doing
Yeah.
what you need to do to take care of yourself. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not really. Can I start paying the drop?
Can you start, aren't you in, what phase are you in? You're in phase 1? You shouldn't be paying to drive.
I pay the drop, $15 every time I go.
Miss Harris, what's going on with that?
He goes through ATS and I'm unable to, they won't bill us out.
Oh, so he has to change his location in order for them.
When he comes here, he doesn't pay, Your Honor, because he's phase 1.
Okay. So you'll either have to come here or you need to change him to an Abraham. Did you go to ATS because it's closer to where you live?
Yeah, and I don't, I ain't get on the freeway, so, try to go somewhere else, I gotta find a place and all that, but I could just come down here.
Unless
I
it's
thought
the
it was
weekend
fun.
or the court is closed, you'll have to go to ATS.
I wouldn't have no problem with that.
Okay, well, let's do that. How about that? Because they won't bill us, so there's nothing we can do about that.
I don't have a problem with it.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad. All right, very good. Ms. Harris, is Mr. Thomas in compliance? And if so, is there anything else to add?
Yes, Your Honor, he is in compliance. And the only thing I really want to add is that he continues to impress me with his resilience and his, even when he's not, when he just wants to go to Indiana, Your Honor, and he comes in here and what he wants to do is leave here and not have to come back. He still comes back and he does everything we ask him to do. And he has done this and he has continued to impress me just with his commitment. I just wanted to put that on the record and make sure he knew that it was recognized.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. And then Ms. Harris, what's going to be his next contact?
I'm going to have him do a face-to-face with me because when I would normally have him come back in, Your Honor, he will be on his trip. When he would normally come back to see you, he's going to be on his trip.
Okay.
So I'm going to
what's his
have him do a face-to-face with me on March the 27th at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that? The 27th of March, you'll meet with Ms. Harris, okay? And then Mr. Thomas, how's the housing situation going?
Well, I moved in with my friend.
Okay.
And, I get the keys up on the 22nd. I went over there and got my, TV. All I gotta do is get my TV stand out of there. And, everybody told me they would take me to court, but I decided that I'm gonna let Renee's rest in peace. and just get my little table out of there and be gone.
All
You
right,
know, they can, you know, it's okay. You
okay,
know, I gotta come to terms that she gone and I got to move on.
yeah,
You know, I can't just stay stuck,
yeah,
you know.
all right, very good. I just want to make sure you had adequate housing.
Oh, yeah, I'm with my friend, you know, we try to get this, place. But I think that landlord was, you know, he wanted us to pay $875 a month. He want first month's rent and security deposit, right? Then he wants to pay additional 2 months rent.
I don't think.
And I'm like, well, that's like 4 months, so, you know, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna stay where we at.
Okay,
I'm gonna go buy some clothes racks.
okay,
You know?
all right,
Yeah, I hang up all my clothes instead of keeping them in the bags, put them on, you know, the little racks they got. There it is. We'll be
All right.
fine.
all right, very good. I'm glad to see you today, Mr. Thomas. You look better, you sound better. Keep working
Yeah, I
at
feel
it,
better.
and you feel better. I love
Yeah.
it. So keep working at it, keep making some good decisions for yourself, and you're gonna get through this, okay?
No problem.
All right.
I ain't got no choice.
Yes, we got choices, but you're making the right one.
Right one, yeah.
There you
right
go.
or wrong.
There you go. You're making the right choice. All right, very good. Then if nothing else, Ms. Harris, you are free to leave, okay?
All right.
All right, take
Thank you.
care,
Have a
be
great
safe.
day.
You too. All right, let's do it. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Let's do it. I am ready now. I'm going to go to our I have a phase 2, Mr. Coles, I'm sorry, I have a phase 3 I need to do. I have Liggins, Justine, are you on? Where are you? I know I
Good
saw
morning.
you. Good morning, I'm gonna find you. There you are. All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I am well, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I appreciate you for asking.
Yes, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 220-561-8901. State your full name for the record.
Of course, Justine Liggins.
All right, let's do it. The question of the day, what have you added? I want to know.
I think when you ask that question, I'm not gonna say nothing physical like the gym or anything. That I like to body that into just the answer of consistency as well as organization. To add those two things, I think has been a very big help, especially when it comes to being organized. If this program don't teach you nothing else, it's gonna teach you accountability and organization. I tell you that. So I think just incorporating those into like an everyday lifestyle, not just for the program itself, has been just like a very big help when it comes to just work, the program, life. Like it just makes everything a little bit more easier when you know what you're gonna do. Cause like I always say, downtime is the devil's playground. So
Yes,
yeah.
all right. Well, those are some great things that you have added. They're working very well for you because you're doing a great job, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep. Proof is in the pudding, I
Very
guess.
good. I'm sorry, say that again.
I said the proof is in the pudding, I guess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. And so have you had any issues, any concerns that you need to bring to the team's attention?
Not like physically. I mean, I did have a question, but Cleveland said she'd break me off with Dr. Reed, Attorney Reed or Fiken, so I'll ask them in the breakout room. But as far as like any issues go, no, not for real. Not ever, honestly.
All right. Well, let's hope we can stay on that path. But if there are issues, it's great training to prepare for future issues, right?
I got you, of course.
There you go. All right. Let me hear from you, Miss Cleveland.
Your Honor,
Anything else?
No, she is reporting accurately. She is doing well. She's on a good path of progress, Your Honor. She's compliant with all the court's orders. And she did ask if she can go into the breakout room with one of the attorneys, Attorney Reed. I think she asked for Attorney Reed. Is that correct? I believe.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yep, I like Reed. Yep, we're cool with that.
Either one.
I like them both.
Yeah, especially since she promoted him today to Dr. Reed.
Oh.
You scared me. You scared me. I'm like, Dr. Reed, what is he doing in those breakout rooms? All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Ficus, anything you want to add before we send Justine and Mr. Reed off to a breakout room?
I sure do, Judge. It's always good to see you, Miss Liggins. You bring a lot of energy. I every time you come in, I think, boy, that's probably one person who ought to go to law school. Should be good.
That's awesome.
Other side of- So keep up the great work, young lady. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Attorney Fikens.
All right, Miss Cleveland, what would be the next contact for Justine Liggins?
Your Honor, she's in phase 3, so it would be a face-to-face on March 31st, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that?
Of course.
All right, awesome. How's your mom doing?
She's okay. Her mom passed today, so I'm about to head out there to her now. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know, that's what we said this morning. But
Please
yeah,
give your mom and you as well our condolences.
I got
I'm
you.
so sorry to
I
hear
got
that.
you. It's okay.
All right. Make sure you let her know she's in my thoughts, okay?
Of course, I got you.
All right. All right. Go to that breakout room with Mr. Reed, and then when you're done there, you are finished with us. I'll see you next time, okay?
All right. Yep, got it.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Let's keep going. I am now going to go to and I'm still on my, what is it, 8:45. I have phase 2, Alvin Coles. Good morning, Mr. Coles.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. I'm blessed. I woke up today.
Yes, sir. Yes, you are. That's a great start. That's always a good starting point, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z808-2811. State your full name for me.
Alvin Terrence Cole.
All right, Mr. Coles, what's been going on with you?
Nothing. Just like everyone else, just working and staying out of trouble. Talking to my case manager, my therapist, and you gave me a wonderful support system.
Yes, and you're using it, right?
Yes, ma'am. I probably get on a nerve.
You probably do. That's okay. They get paid really well for you to get on their nerves, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I saw Miss Harris shaking her head. No, you don't get on her nerves, sir. Okay. All right. Now you heard the question of the day. Since you've been with us, what have you added that's been helpful to you?
This program it has me focused, and I don't think about drinking or anything like that anymore. It helped me through that part of it. It was more, everybody said, so it was more of something to do rather than something that you needed. Now it's something that I just don't even consider it. I don't even think about it anymore. So that part has helped me. And then again, having somebody to talk to with the people that I do have to talk to makes it a lot easier. And I just go to work from there. So enlightened,
Right.
I just learned what's right and what's wrong, which I should have always known, and how to control things.
All right. Very good. Very good. That's some good stuff, Mr. Coles. Are you having any challenges, any concerns that you need the team to address?
No, ma'am. I'm not. I'm fine. And I just, like I said, I probably get on my case with a nurse. I tell her everything. So, well, her and my therapist, they know. So I'm fine.
All right. All right. Very good. Ms. Harris, Mr. Coles is in compliance. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. He is in compliance. I want to make sure he knows he does not get on my nerves. If I had a whole caseload of Alvin Coles, it would be a good caseload. So
All right.
great. He's doing wonderful. I don't have anything else for him today other than his next date I would have for him would be March 31st. for a face-to-face with me at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Coles?
Oh, I'll talk to her before that. She know that.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
very good. All right, Mr. Figgins, what you want to say to Mr. Coles?
I'd just like to add, Your Honor, Mr. Coles, you are doing a great job. You're consistent. You're doing it. You're well-grounded. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, very good, very good. With that, Mr. Coles, if you don't have any questions, I am going to release you. You are free to leave.
And happy St. Patrick's Day, and thank you very much, Judge Holmes.
Thank you, and same to you. Be safe and responsible, okay?
Oh, no problem. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's do it. I am going to now go to hold on 1 second. I had a couple of folks that are at, and I think that is Mr. Byers. Are we ready on Mr. Byers? I know that he's there. Mr. Logan is also, I want them to get back to their programming for Mr. Logan. And then I don't see Mr. Wood on this morning. Is he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. He also, I need you to get back to your programming this morning. And then the last, I don't see Miss Pugh, and Miss Pugh has not made it into the courthouse. All right, let's do it. I am going to start with Mr. Byers. I have case number 200-565-9101. Mr. Byers, unmute and tell me your name, please.
Carlos Byers.
All right, Mr. Byers, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are things going with you, Mr. Byers?
Everything going okay?
Very good. They're treating you well?
Treat me fair enough.
Fair enough. Are you treating them well?
Sure.
Sure. All right. Miss Cleveland, do you have Mr. Byers' case?
No, Your Honor, that's not my client.
Can we check to see who has Mr. Byers? He may be on the Wednesday docket.
Right.
Can you let them, the Wednesday case managers know? Mr. Byers, I'm gonna have you hold tight. We have to get your case manager on, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you for your patience. All right, let's go to Mr. Logan. Do you have Mr. Logan, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Let's go to Mr. Logan. I have for Frederick Logan. I need to do a recall on him. All right, for Mr. Logan, I have 220-596-3601. Mr. Logan, unmute and state your name. Is Mr. Logan woke?
He looks
All
like
right,
he's sleeping, but he was trying to get somebody's attention because he might not know how to unmute
Okay,
that.
well, he's sleeping right now, so I'm gonna have to recall him. I'm going. Mr. Logan, are you woke? Okay, wonderful. And is Byers their case?
Yes, he's on his way to come back.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Mr. Logan, can you unmute for me? All right, I'll come back to Mr. Logan. Let's go to Christopher Wood.
Thank you.
Come on, Mr. Wood. Good morning to you, Mr. Wood.
Also, the jail is on too.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, I have to ask you to unmute for me. Ask him to unmute. Good.
Good morning.
All right, I have the following for you. Case number 220-603-3002. State your full name for the record for me.
Christopher Woods.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Wood?
All right.
You all right? Okay. Who do you have with you?
Mr. Johnson, good morning. Johnson.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Good morning. All right, very good. How are you doing, Mr. Wood?
Right.
You doing all right? You working your program?
Yeah.
All right, and you following the house rules there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Mr. Johnson, things are going well for Mr. Wood?
Mr. Wood's doing real good. He's been very compliant. He's following all policies and procedures. He's one of the most helpful guys I got around the program, as a matter of fact.
I love it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you all for the work that you're doing there. I appreciate it. Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me by way of update for Mr. Wood?
Your Honor, he's in phase 1. He's doing very, very well. 65 days in the program and making good progress. We have been in communications with Mr. Johnson as well as Mr. Williams, and you know, they are following up with the things that were asked. So I'm just waiting to get the actual summary from those things. And Your Honor, then we're going to be able to direct him or you know, figure out his direction going forward once we get those summaries from the assessment.
Okay, keep your voice up for me, Miss Cleveland, because I didn't hear the last little part you said. One more time.
Sorry, once we get those summaries from the assessments that you requested. So we're just going to, but I understand that they did take place. We just have to get the summary.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Fikens, anything asked to Mr. Wood?
Your Honor, I'd like to say to Mr. Wood, what a great report that was. You're showing that you're a vital part of that group, and keep up the great work, sir, because you're putting in the hard work and it's paying off, obviously. So keep up the good work. Thank you, Judge.
Right.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Wood, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Yes, could I see my daddy sometimes?
Mr. Johnson, what do you think about that?
The last couple of times I've been allowing him to go to the doctor. The first couple of times I took him myself. I had transportation to take him to take care of his doctor's business and all that. But the last couple of times I allowed him to go to the doctor on his own, and he's made it back. No
Are you all
problem.
testing him when he goes out on his own?
Yes, ma'am. I dropped. That's one thing you don't have to worry about, Judge Holmes. When anybody goes out and leave here, I do as soon as they come back, I drop them and I do it I right away. First thing. That's one of the things I do. So that's one thing you never have to worry about. And so I feel, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna allow him to go as often as he would like to go, but I think I should be able to let him go see his dad at least one time. I think.
Okay, well, listen, if it's within your house rules, then I don't have a problem with it, as long as you test him when he comes back in and report out to us if there is an issue. Okay, you're gonna have to be quiet.
Yes.
If there, I know that's Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan, you're gonna have to hold on for a second until I call your case. Just hold tight. All right, and so Mr. Johnson, as long as you all are taking the protocol to make sure that he's good and he's in compliance, I don't have an issue with it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so maybe he should go ahead and let him do a visit with his dad, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how does that sound, Mr. Wood?
Okay. So I think.
All right. Thank you for the good job you're doing where you are, Mr. Wood. I appreciate you.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Wood?
Your Honor, he's in phase 1, so he would be having another Zoom hearing on March 31st, 2023. Because he's at a venue, it would be at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And Mr. Johnson, if you all get him on at 8:35,
Yes, ma'am.
we want to take them first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good one. Have a good rest of the weekend, okay, Mr. Wood?
Thank you. All right.
All right. Enjoy your visit with your dad.
Right.
All right, bye-bye. You all are free to leave. All right, are we ready? Mr. Logan? Mr. Logan, you ready? Mr. Logan, are you with us?
Frozen.
All right, I'm gonna put him on mute
there
and
he
come
is.
back to Mr. Logan, can you hear me? Mr. Logan? Okay, Miss Cleveland, you're gonna have to call over there and tell them to get him together because I can't do his hearing.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. I think that everybody else I have left, we're all phase ones, is that correct? And I know that there's some other specialty courts that's on, but you all didn't come when you were supposed to. And so you're gonna have to hold up until I clear out my little docket. All right, Miss Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Gus Lopez, he was on at first thing this morning and he's a phase 2.
Okay, he was Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I will do him now. Let's do it, Mr. Lopez. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing this morning?
I am well. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Hi, Miss Cleveland.
Hello.
All right, let's do it. I have for Mr. Lopez, case number use, and I apologize for overlooking you as a phase 2. My apologies. I didn't update my outer folder, so. All right, let's do it. I have case number U635-01222 and SP 135-46891. Mr. Lopez, please state your full name for the record.
Augusto Lopez.
All right, very good. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, fantastic. Early morning, had some good coffee, had some good breakfast.
Oh, yay.
Well, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. All right. And so, Mr. Lopez, you heard the question of the day. What have you added since you have been with us that has helped you?
Well, I will say what I'm going to add is my community service. I got in touch with the Mount Olivet Neighborhood Watch.
I'm having
program.
a hard time hearing you. You're muffled.
Can you hear me? Hold on. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Is that any better?
That's a little bit better.
Okay,
Speaker
I
is
apologize.
not
It
working.
must be
The
must be
speaker
the
is not
headphone.
working. Tell them the
Okay,
speaker
sir,
is not
I'm
working.
gonna
Tell
have
them
to
to hold on.
mute you all. I've tried a couple of times to do Mr. Logan's hearing. He wasn't able to respond, so I'm on to another hearing. I'll call him next. If you'll just hang tight with him so we can get him finished. All right, Mr. Lopez, what are you adding?
So what I'm going to add is the community service. I got in touch with the Mount Olivet Neighborhood Watch, so I'm going to be able to give back finally. Yeah, with the gardening
All
program.
right.
I have plenty of recovery-based conferences that are going on. So this weekend I have the Together We Can. It's all the programs. So the NAAA, all the anonymous programs, recovery-oriented programs. I got that convention not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Wait, tomorrow's Saturday? Yes, tomorrow. Sorry.
Okay.
I have that coming up on Monday. I plan on coming down to the courtroom and actually making my first payment. And for the extracurricular work things, I know I've been harping on this, but it's something I'm the most proud of. But my outreach program for LGBTQ plus employees for my work, I have my first mixer next Wednesday. So everything has been all those things in common are nothing to do with just myself. It's giving back. It's everybody working together towards a common goal, which, that has been my number one saving grace is just community and just everybody helping, and including your honor and your court, have been a major help.
All right, very good, very good. I'm glad to hear that you're giving back to the community. I'm glad to hear that you're staying engaged, and those are things you've added and you find them to be beneficial. Are you having any issues, any challenges at all that you need us to help you with?
None really in the issues. I mean, I think it's just when you walk into the court, it's that clerk area where you make the payments, right?
The windows.
If I'm correct.
Yes, you'll see it. You can just ask them when you come in. It's right there on the first floor to your right.
Okay, yeah, that's the only question.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, Mr. Lopez is in compliance. Is there anything else to add?
Your Honor, he is in very good compliance. He has had over 120 days of compliance within this program, and
yes,
that's about
awesome,
as long
Mr.
as he's
Lopez.
been here.
Yes.
Thank you.
I would like to ask for an incentive because he's doing so well with his testing. If he can be reduced to 2 times per week randomly, Your Honor, if that's possible.
Okay, and so he's in phase 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Cleveland, let's make sure we raise those in staffing, because I would want the team to weigh in on that. For Mr. Lopez today, Mr. Fikes, if there's no objection, Mr. Reed, I think I saw you back. Mr. Reed, if there's no objection, I'm going to allow it today, but let's make sure, because team members may have questions about why the recommendation is being made. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. And so, Mr. Lopez, let's try it. Okay? 2
Sure.
times per week. Random. Minimum of 2 times. You may have to do more if I decide, but right now we're going to reduce you to 2 times. Show us what you're doing, okay?
Will do, Judge, and I'll do my best to make you proud.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. And most of all, do your best to make you proud, because I know you feel good about your progress. I know you do. Yes. All right. Awesome. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything as to Mr. Lopez?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Lopez, you have such a great attitude. Always, when you come in the courtroom, you're upbeat and positive. It's good to see you, good to hear you. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job, and be proud of yourself, because we're proud of you. We know it's not easy, but you're doing it, sir. Thank you, and be safe.
Thank you.
And not only do you come in with a great attitude, sir, you come in with a big smile. It's always good to see you and hear you, and keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good. Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Lopez?
Your Honor, he's in phase 2, so he would be having a face-to-face on March 31st, 2023 at 10:35 a.m. And I see he has a very nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say he has a very nice haircut. I just noticed that when he turned the profile that there's something different.
There you go. It is different. It's nice on you, Mr. Lopez.
Thank you.
All right. Take good care of yourself. Be safe. Enjoy the holiday, but be safe, okay?
I will. Yep. Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you,
care.
Ms. Cleveland. And thank you, the court. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's see if Mr. Logan, are you ready? Ms. Cleveland, I might just have to break and let you try to reach out to them and see what you can do. Because I want to keep moving. I still have a number of people that I need to do. And so let's do it. I know that Ms. Pugh is here. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you came in. Thank you. All right. Are we doing the intake for Ms. Pugh on today?
I don't know, Judge. I don't know that she's been seen by a case manager yet.
Yes, Your Honor. She has been seen. Good morning, Your
very
Honor.
good. Does she need to go? Good morning. Does she need to go in the breakout room?
Yes, I will. I am about to forward the proposed order to whoever is going to go into the breakout room with her. So yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm gonna wrap up my my specialty court that's scheduled for today, and then I'm going to do your cases. So if you all could work them, I think you had Miss Kennedy is in the box as well. So let's make sure you all are ready. And when I wrap up specialty court, I will do those cases, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, let's do it. I think that I'm ready on, the remaining people are phase ones. And so are we ready to do it? Let's go. I have up first, I have Miss Sharibia Landrum. Good morning, Miss Landrum.
No.
Good morning, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. I got the preschool heebie-jeebies. My granddaughter brought them home, so we all sick.
Oh my goodness, the preschool heebie-jeebies. I'm so glad that I am past that stage because I understand it. Yes. Well, I hope you feel better. Okay. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. 210-453-5001. State your full name for me.
Sharibia Landrum.
All right, Miss Landrum, how are things going with you?
Things are going okay. I'm doing my therapy with Miss Holmes. I'm doing the online.
Well, Miss Helms, I don't want them to think you seeing my cousin. Are you seeing Miss Helms?
No. Yes, Miss Helms. I'm probably sound like this because I got this call. But yes, Miss Helms.
No, you said Miss Holmes. I want to make sure they know I'm not sending you to my cousin. Right. All right.
Okay.
What else?
And I done started my cardiac rehab. So that's good. That's a good thing I'm doing. And what you said is what is we added. I think I done added a little self-discipline.
Oh, I love it.
And a little more patience.
All right, very good. And how's that working out for you?
It's working out real well, real well.
All right,
I'm doing I'm catching the online meetings. Okay. I like those too a lot. I'm still doing those.
Okay. All right, very good. And they're beneficial to you?
Yes, they are.
Wonderful. Are you having any issues, Ms. Landrum, or concerns that you need to raise with the court this morning?
Yes, I am. I know I'm coming in today to drop. So I will be there when my relief come. But when they call me on Saturdays, like the last couple of times my daughter took me and she gave me the money and it was like $6. So the last time I went last Saturday and I went Sunday. And Sunday when I got there, it was a whole new crew again because they don't have a PM shift anymore. They said it was $18, which I didn't have. And my daughter wasn't with me. So Miss Cleveland allowed me to come in the next morning on Monday and drop. So that's what I'm having a problem with. This thing on Saturday and testing on the Saturdays.
No, you're gonna have to test. If your color falls on the weekend, you must test on that day. Miss Cleveland, what do we have going on?
Your Honor, I want to apologize, but Miss Landrum did not state that she did not test because it was $18 and she didn't. Let me finish, Miss Landrum. And she did not test because they told her it was $18, so she exited the venue. And then she contacted me later, and then that's why she came in to test. She came in to test that morning. So I didn't grant her permission to come in and test. It's just that she did describe to me what was going on as far as her testing. And one option that she had was to come in and test that morning, just to make sure.
Okay, so that's very different.
Yes,
that's very different. Ms. Landrum, you walked away because you didn't have the $18. And so listen, a couple of things. Thank you for that clarification, because I know you saw my eyebrow go up to my hairline. Yes, ma'am. So that's very different. And so Ms. Cleveland, let's get with, I'm not certain who she's testing with and find out why there is a difference from Saturday to Sunday or from Friday to Saturday. Let's find out, what is the price? What should our people be paying? And, you know, and if there is an issue, let's get that resolved. But Miss Landrum, you must test on the day that your color drops or your number is called. You must test. It is not optional. Okay?
Okay, I got it. But yeah, because I went, and like I said, I had tested the day before and I had the $6. So when I went Sunday, I had $6. I just didn't have the full 18, which the man told me it was 18 and it was nothing he could do for me. So that's why I left.
She's in phase 1, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And she's still in phase 1. She has been in our program for 162 days. As far
But let
as
me ask this question, Miss Cleveland. Oh, that's why she has to pay for her testing.
yes, because she kind of
Got it.
used all elements. But the other thing is too, Your Honor, I did try to explain to her that there's 2 panels of testing. One requires a lesser test. The other one has an added condition. So it's going to be that. So if previously they did not do that with her costs, you know, that was the previous group of people that worked there. And then they have new people who are abiding by their protocols and their formats for pricing. So, you know, you have given her the option to come here for testing. She has been paying the last couple of times that she's come here. It's less money for her to pay and test here than it is at Jams, but on the weekend is where she will get to the point where she has to do something on the weekend or be prepared for the weekend. But she still is in phase 1, Your Honor, and she has been paying quite a bit recently.
All right, so Miss Landrum, this is a warning. You've got to test when your color drops. The price is not going to always be $6, is what I'm hearing Miss Cleveland say. So you've got to plan because you've got to test. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and so Miss Cleveland, she tested the next day.
She did, and her results are, you know, she has good results. I'm going to say that, Your Honor. And then it's just that the weekend, all of the clients have to be cognizant that there have been changes at Jams. The changes are not undoable. They can they can work this. It's just that they, you know, if they have any questions, they can send me a message, which they typically do. But a lot of times they're kind of on the spot making decisions because they're really not sure what to do when it's the weekend. So she's doing what she's supposed to do, Your Honor. I hope I can work with her to help.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Fikens, did you have anything that you wanted to add as to Miss Landrum?
Judge, I certainly like to say, Ms. Landrum, I know you're doing a good job in the program. You've had ups and downs, but you're doing it, and I just want to congratulate you for the effort that you're putting into it. Keep mindful of testing, but it sounds like you're doing it, and you're getting negative results, which are good results. So that's great to hear. So keep up the great work, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome. Miss Landrum, any other questions or concerns that you need to raise with the court?
No, just to let Miss Cleveland know that I'll be there this afternoon to test.
Okay, awesome. And then if your color drops this weekend, you got to go test, okay? We're not open on the weekends.
I know that.
All right, awesome. Very good. Miss Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, she is phase 1, but she's making good progress. So we would ask if she could have a Zoom hearing on March 31st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. I'm sorry.
All right, did you get that, Miss Landrum?
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. I want you to enjoy those babies. I hope you all feel better. Yes, those beautiful little babies.
You see?
Yes, yes, he's beautiful. And I hope that you all feel better and make sure you get to that testing, and I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, March 31st at 8:35.
45.
45, okay.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. And you guys have a
bye-bye.
great day.
Thank you, we will. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, let's try Frederick Logan one more time. Let's try it. I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Yes. You got what you need for today?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, there we go. Thank you. I have case number 220-596-3601. Mr. Logan, state your full name for me.
Frederick David Logan.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Logan.
Good morning.
All right, who do you have with you this morning?
My counselor, Mr. Richardson.
Tell me your name, sir.
My name is Greg Richardson. I'm Frederick Logan's counselor.
All right, good morning to you. Thank you for helping him out. We've been trying to get him done early. So thank you so much. How is Mr. Logan doing?
I would say that Mr. Logan is making progress as far as believing in himself. He believes that with his focus on recovery, that he can change his life positively and productively one day at a time. And he believes that being sober one day at a time helps him and his family and people that support him.
Wonderful. One day at a time. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Logan, you still committed to working it?
Yes.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues that you need to share with the court today or the team?
No.
No? All right. Are they treating you well?
Yes, they is.
All right. I love it. Are you treating them? Hold on. Let me ask this one question. Are you treating them well, Mr. Logan?
Yes, I'm doing my best.
All right. That's what I need. Go right ahead. For the counselor, you want to say something?
I'll just add, Your Honor, that Mr. Logan, he's part of the treatment plan program here at Elmhurst Home, as you may know, is the cognitive behavioral therapy that that Mr. Logan is participating in, and he's focusing how his attitudes and beliefs are important, and he's working on his ability to be assertive and not aggressive, but assertive with how he feels and how other people's feelings matter too.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Ms. Cleveland.
Your Honor, I have been getting good updates about Mr. Logan, and he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. I'm working. Well, I actually probably need to reach out to Mr. Richardson because I want to work with him on a few things as far as transitional things that I want to talk with him about. So that's it. But as far as phase 1 and the stabilization, he is compliant with that, Your Honor, in our phase.
All right, awesome. Very good. All right. If anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Logan.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Logan, good report. You're in a good place. It sounds like you're working the program. Keep up the good work, sir. And be safe. Take care of yourself. You sound good. You look good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, he is phase 1. He's had 30 days in the program, so he would be having a Zoom hearing on March 31st, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Logan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome, awesome. Very good. Good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
For the counselor. All right, and so you all have a great weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.
Well, y'all too.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, very good. Okay, let's do it. I think, I am going to call the remainder of the specialty court docket. and do the intake when that's on another document. And we'll do the intake first today. All right, very good. I think that's everybody that I had for the specialty court. Is that right?
Mr. Gilmore,
Yeah, okay, yeah, Mr. Gilmore. I'll come back to Mr. Gilmore. Mr. Gilmore's in that box, and I also need Elizabeth Stevenson should have been added to my docket today. Please, is Miss Mack down there?
She's in the conference room.
Oh, hey, Miss Mack. All right, Miss Mack, please add Elizabeth Stevenson to my docket. She should have been added for today. And then I'm going to get the remainder of my dates, and then I'll do Mr. Gilmore, and I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be ready to start the other specialty court docket. All right, I need dates. You ready, Miss for the first specialty court team that's scheduled for today?
Yes.
Let's do it. I have up first Alfonso Davis Jr.
Yes, Your Honor. He would be
Oh, I'm
scheduled.
sorry. Let me put his case number on the record. I hesitated because I wasn't looking at the right stack of files. All right. I have for Mr. Davis, case number 200-454-9001. Go right ahead, Ms. Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. He would be scheduled for a Zoom hearing on March 24th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's at 8:35 a.m., Your Honor.
Wonderful. Thank you. I have for Javon Manning, Z808-0701. For Mr. Manning.
Your Honor, he would also have a Zoom hearing on March 24th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Thank you. For Gerald Paul, Z808-5081.
Your Honor, he would also have a Zoom hearing on March 24th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Great. For Tremaine Staples, seems like I just saw Mr. Staples. He came in to see me and I have case number 210-452-2101. Is he doing well?
He is, Your Honor, and may I put him out to March 31st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. All right, awesome. I have for James Murray, 222-801-29FH for James Murray. That would be Mr. Griffin. Did he leave dates?
I'm not sure if he left a date.
Ms.
But
Mack is saying yes. She's saying yes, I think.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. What do we have for him? All right. It's okay.
I'm sorry, what was the defendant's name, Judge?
James Murray.
James Murray will return on March the 31st, 2023, excuse me, at 8:45 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we have to get the attorney for Mr. Dorsey, the prosecutor. We have defense counsel. Has someone gone in the breakout room to talk to Mr. Dorsey? I need one of the attorneys to go in the breakout room. You know,
Yeah.
Miss Warfield has really been with Mr. Dorsey from the very, very beginning. Miss Taylor or Mr. Green, can one of you reach out to Miss Warfield, ask her to come on? Because the county, and I apologize, I know that you all have been waiting, but I have to get a prosecutor as well, and I have not gotten one yet.
Your Honor.
It's already, and she's talking with the intake right now.
Oh, Miss Warfield is already on, so I need her to go in with Mr. Dorsey, and then we'll do the termination hearing, and then we'll do the intake, and then we'll go to everybody else. All right, very good.
Judge.
I have,
I'm
give me
sorry.
1 second. Just 1 second. Let me finish. I need to close this part out. I have for Vincent Patricola, C211336A. What's next for Mr. Patricola?
Mr. Patricola will return on March the 31st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
All right, and then my last one is 21001821 for Jonathan Reddit.
Mr. Reddick will also return on March the 31st, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
All right, thank you, Ms. Taylor. I've been writing stuff in the wrong files because I'm not, yeah, I guess I'm getting old. All right, come on, Ms. Taylor, what you have for me?
No, I was just gonna
multitask
say,
like I used to.
I was just gonna say I did speak with Attorney Rod or Prosecutor Rogers. She will be zooming on soon. And I did want to let you know that Elizabeth Stevenson is on the docket. She should have been under the 8:30. Miss Mack added her yesterday.
Right, I have an old document.
Okay.
for her. Yes, all right, so can I get the new printout spaced out though, please? All right, wonderful. All right, very good, thank you so much. I want to make sure I have cleared out everybody except Mr. Gilmore. Are we ready on Mr. Gilmore? And do we need the prosecutor for Mr. Gilmore?
I'm ready, Judge. I talked to Mr. Gilmore in the breakout room. I don't know about Ms. Harris. Is she in the courtroom?
Yes, Ms. Harris is in the courtroom.
We're
Are
ready.
you ready? We need a prosecutor though. Don't we? Or do we?
No, I don't think so, Judge. It's not termination, is it? I don't think it's termination.
Yeah, but is he going home today?
I would respond to that, Judge, but I keep my mouth shut.
All right. Let's do it. We'll go ahead and do it so I can close out this docket. This right here. Elizabeth Stevenson only had one case. And thank you for adding Miss Ellis's other case. I appreciate that. Give me just 1 second. I just need to reconcile some things because I only have one.
I'm looking for Ms. Stevenson.
Okay.
Oh, those are on the page.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, then I am in good shape and I'm ready for Mr. Gilmore. Just file very quickly. I have for Darnell Gilmore, case number Z8046921. Mr. Gilmore, state your full name for me.
Darnell Gilmore.
All right, now, Mr. Gilmore, why are you in my courtroom today?
We'll talk about the good first.
I'm sorry?
You talk about the good thing first.
You gonna tell me how to conduct your hearing? Mr. Reed, did you hear him? What you wanna tell me that's good?
I signed up for the heat program. I started, I got a job, and I found me a home. I moved in on the 22nd.
And now he's standing with his head tilted to the side. You know I'm proud of you, sir. And you're moving into a new home.
Yeah. So that THC level is gonna be out of there. If I told you like the whole household does it.
I can't hear you.
I told you my whole household does the marijuana, so
But that's not going to affect your THC level.
It has to, because I'm not
It doesn't.
around it, and I'm busy most of the morning time, you know, so. at night-
Okay, let me say this to you. The science is clear. I forgot the outrageous example they gave, that in order to have a contact where you would test positive for THC, I forgot, I think the class I was in, they were like, you'd have to be in a phone booth, a telephone booth. It's probably predating your lifetime. Remember the little telephone booths? And they would have to be smoking and putting it right into your nostrils and lungs for, it's like 12 or 15 hours straight, nonstop. And so other than that, you're not gonna test positive. So listen, You know how we operate, right? You know that truth is always gonna go far with me. And he tested today, levels are down?
He did, levels are down.
All right, truth will always go farther with me. Listen, Mr. Gilmore, you have too much good in you. You just said it yourself. Can we start with the good? Because I think you now see the good in yourself, right? I always saw it. You just didn't act like you could see it. But I always saw it. So the fact that you have started heat, I want you to go to heat and give it 120%, because I do believe that it's going to be beneficial to you. The fact that you got a good job, listen, I knew you could do it. You're a hard worker. And now you're moving into a home. That is awesome. But listen, when things are going good, you've got to make sure I'm working at this other stuff too, because these little things over here that I may be thinking, I got all this big stuff that's good, I can drop off on the little stuff. Those little things will jack you up. Come on, think about it. They will mess up everything that you're doing. All this good stuff over here you're doing, these little things that you let go of, they will mess you up. Let's not do that. Now, you also had a different result that went for confirmation and was confirmed.
Yes, ma'am.
And so has he changed his story? Don't put it on the record. Just tell me, has he changed his story?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the problem. Because I don't have anything else to rely on but the science. Okay, I'm giving you a chance to think about it. I can't hold up my docket. I'm giving you a chance to think about it. Your honesty will always go farther with me, sir. See, when you're honest with me, that means that now Ms. Harris can go back to the drawing board with you. And we also have Ms. Price that works with us and say, okay, are there some other services that he needs? Are there some things that we need to tweak and do a little bit better? But if you're not honest, then you take away my ability to do that.
I'm honest. I'm working. I'm trying to do the best I can.
I know you are. I know you are. But you've got a screening that I need an explanation for, not on the record, that I need you to explain, because the science says yes. And we sent it out for confirmation. We did all of that stuff. Okay? So you sit down, you think about it, Mr. Gilmore. All that good stuff you got going on. Mr. Reed, what you want to tell me? Because if he thinks about it, I'm just, go ahead.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I did have a conversation with Mr. Gilmore. I explained to him that honesty is the best policy. No one wants to hurt him. He shouldn't be afraid of the court. Telling the truth is what we want to hear. That's the only way we can help him. I think Mr. Gilmore understands that, and I asked him to tell the court the truth. He's still thinking about it, I assume. So there's nothing else I can say, Judge, at this point. But Mr. Gilmore's a nice guy. He shouldn't be afraid of the court. We talked about that. Hopefully he will understand that and come to the right conclusion.
All right. So I'm gonna have him sit it out. And when he's ready to talk to me, he can talk to me in the sidebar. Okay? All right. I'm gonna have him sit it out and think it through. Such a good guy, Mr. Reed. He really is.
He is,
Always
Judge.
has been.
He's afraid of the court, Judge. I tell him not to be afraid of
I don't
you,
know
Judge,
why
but
Mr. Gilmore afraid of me. Mr. Gilmore, now you know you don't have to be afraid of me. You've been here with me before, and you know I will work with you. I will meet you where you are and work with you. But what I will not tolerate you is you being dishonest with me. You know I will work with you. You have all of this good stuff going on. You know I have no intentions of doing anything that would keep you from doing all of these wonderful things that you have in motion right now. You know better. You have babies at home, right? I remember that about you. Even if I didn't like you, I like them babies. Tell you like I tell my kids, I don't like y'all, but I love my grandchildren. I love them. So listen, and they are beneficiaries of the fact that I love my grandkids. They are beneficiaries. So, sir, stop it. You know you don't need to be afraid of me. All right, but I'm gonna let you think about it. I wish we had some like little heaters that we could turn on the seats in the box, warm them up. We don't though. I'm gonna ask for that in a grant. All right, I'll come back to Mr. Gilmore. Let Miss Price is on. Good morning, Miss Price.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I don't know if you want to talk to Mr. Gilmore in a breakout room, but I'm more interested. He's a young man. He's got a lot of, he's walked away from our program before, but he's back. And so he's got a lot of things. He has a good heart. Let me say that about him. And he really has the will to do well. And I know that sometimes our will and our choices don't always match up, right? That's for all of us. And so, but I want to make sure we have him aligned appropriately because he really wants to do this. Like, he's one of those people, I know he really wants this. So I don't know if you want to speak to him in a breakout room. Can you put him in a breakout room?
I will see Ms. Never. Yeah, we have someone that, Ms. Pugh, I believe, is in the breakout.
All right, when Ms. Pugh comes out of that breakout room, we'll send Mr. Gilmore in, and then I'll be ready to recall him, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Good to see you. All right, let's do it. I think that is everybody for the morning docket. Miss Harris, even for Mr. Don't leave. I'm about to do yours right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you were in here. My apologies. Miss Harris, what is going to be his return date?
My return date for him, and once that changes from anything we do proceeding in this case was March 31st for a Zoom hearing by the end.
All right, March 31st is his return date. All right, let's see what he does. I'm putting a little file to the side. Come on, Miss Rogers. I'm sorry, I did not know you were in here. My apologies.
I just got here.
Oh, she did. Okay, I just missed you coming in then. All right, I don't know why I have these files, but I don't think any of these people are up for me today. Okay. All right, very good. For the jail, we are ready on Mr. Dorsey. Just having brain freezes all over the place. Let me add you all. Yes. Yes, Ms. Warfield. Okay, ask her to step out just for a moment because I have had the jail on for some time and I promised them I would not keep them long and they have been on. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put the case numbers on the record while we're pulling her for a moment. So it shouldn't take us long. All right, I have for Mr. Dorsey, case numbers 210-454-6801, FX 360-35671, U510-19719, U558-23220, U563-13920, U575-98120, U575-98320, U593-34121, and case number 19046014001 for the people.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, Kate 2072.
Thank you for defending.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Mr. Dorsey.
Thank you. I need ROAs for all of his cases. I did not realize it's been a lot of moving parts this morning. Thank you, Attorney Warfield. Glad you're here. And then on behalf of the case manager.
Specialty Court Case Manager, Jasmine Taylor.
Thank you. And then Mr. Dorsey, state your name.
Lee Dorsey for.
All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Dorsey. Good morning, Mr. Dorsey. Oh, okay. All right. Let's do it. Ms. Taylor, I believe that you, along with the team, has made the recommendation for, and I won't say everybody on the team, I'm saying when we met in staffing, there was a consensus that Mr. Dorsey should be notified of the intent to terminate. And so, Ms. Taylor, I am going to have you make that record at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dorsey did receive a notice for his termination hearing on today, and I will go down the history of his specialty court case. Mr. Philip Dorsey was admitted into specialty court on July 7th of 2021 for the original 3-phase track program. He is in phase 1 of the program and has been since July 7th of 2021. Mr. Dorsey has absconded from treatment 8 different occasions and has spent majority of his time in specialty court in either the Wayne County Jail or in warrant status. He has been placed on a total of 5 GPS tethers, which one of those he also cut and removed. So Mr. Dorsey was admitted into the share house on July 7th, 2021, where he remained for 1 day, and he left against the court order on July 8th, 2021. He absconded and he cut off his court order tether. He was arrested and taken into Wayne County Jail custody on July 28th, 2021. From the jail, he was hospitalized at DMC Receiving Hospital Crisis Center on July 30th, 2021, and then transported to Stonecrest, where he remained until September 14th, 2021. He was then discharged from Stonecrest and admitted into Elmhurst on September 14th, 2021, where he absconded the same day against his court order. He was then arrested and transported to the Wayne County Jail on September 14th, 2021. He was readmitted into Elmhurst on September 17th, 2021, where he remained until September 26th, 2021, where he absconded against his court order. On September 29th, 2021, the defendant overdosed and was given 2 shots of Narcan and was transported to DRH, where he then left against medical advice. He was arrested and taken to Wayne County Jail on November 3rd, 2021, where he also received an additional charge of misdemeanor larceny. Mr. Dorsey was then admitted into Lake Ridge Village on December 8th, 2021 with a GPS tether, where he only remained for 1 day, and he absconded on December 9th, 2021 against his court order. Also during that stay at Lake Ridge, a peer reported assault by Mr. Philip Dorsey, and there was also a police report filed. So there was additional police contact. Mr. Dorsey was then admitted by the Wayne County Jail on December 9th, 2021, where he remained until April 28th, 2022. He was then discharged and sent for inpatient at Mariners Inn on April 28th, 2022, where he also had a Wayne County Jail tether. He absconded from treatment against his court order on May 6, 2022. He was then arrested on May 9th, 2022 and taken back to the Wayne County Jail. He tested positive for substances in the Wayne County Jail on July 6, 2022. There was a termination hearing held for Mr. Dorsey on June 15th, 2022, where that termination was denied and he was ordered to continue participation with specialty court. He then was released from the Wayne County Jail on June 28th, 2022, and was admitted into Elmhurst home and was given another house arrest tether. He absconded against the court order from Elmhurst home on July 12th, 2022, where he remained into warrant status until he was arrested again on September 20th of 2022 and was taken to the Wayne County Jail. He remained there until he was released and admitted into Team Jefferson for residential treatment on October 26, 2022. He absconded against his court order again from Team Jefferson on November 1st, 2022, where he remained into warrant status until he was then found and arrested and taken back to the Wayne County Jail on December 28th, 2022. He remained at the Wayne County Jail until he was readmitted into Team Jefferson on January 11, 2023 with another Wayne County Jail tether and committal order. He absconded against his court order from Team Jefferson on January 26, 2023. He was then found and arrested and taken back to the Wayne County Jail on February 2nd, 2023, where he currently remains. He has also had numerous encounters with the police He was arrested for felony larceny on November 3rd, 2021, and charged with a misdemeanor larceny less than $200 on November 5th, 2021. There was police contact for misdemeanor traffic offense on November 3rd, 2021. There was police contact for misdemeanor larceny on December 9th, 2021. And there was police contact for misdemeanor assault excluding sexual and one count of misdemeanor public peace on September 5th of 2022.
All right, is that the end of your report, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And so the recommendation, Ms. Taylor, your recommendation is for termination, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Taylor. Who wants to address the court first?
I can go ahead, Judge.
Go right ahead.
First, thank you, Ms. Taylor, very much for reciting that lengthy history that we have here. And I also briefly, because Ms. Taylor went into such detail, I'm renewing my motion from June of 2022 for termination based on everything Ms. Taylor said. Not just because he's cut tethers, not just because he's in phase 1 when he's been admitted since 2021. Not because he is a constant police contact, not just because he's absconded 8 times, but all of that combined. And also after our termination hearing in June of 2022, he then absconded not even a month later. Was on warrant status for a few months at that point and had additional police contact and is refusing to work this program, which is the most important part about being in any specialty court is your buy-in and wanting to do it. I have no problems with being in a phase for a long time if that's what's appropriate. But it's not appropriate here because he refuses to comply or try or really engage at all. And based on that, I'm asking for termination.
All right, and let me ask the recommendation. He has several matters that are outstanding, and so he's not going to get the dismissals because he's not worked the program. So what's going to happen is that any pleas would be set aside, and then his cases would go to his alpha judge. Is that correct?
That is correct. From what I understand, either they can go back to the alpha judge or he can agree to be sentenced in front of you. Either one is fine with me.
Oh, okay, very good. Oh, Jesus. Okay, thank you. All right, very good. Let me hear the response from defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you again, Ms. Taylor and Ms. Rogers, for your sentiments. One thing that I would like to know, although Mr. Dorsey's, behavior has been placed on the record, that is even more indication of why he needs our help. I understand that statutorily, we are running out of time. However, Mr. Dorsey's behaviors exhibit an extreme need for the services that we are able to provide. When Mr. Dorsey has been in these situations before, he has admitted that he does need help. He has admitted that, he needs something to help him go through what he's going through. And his behaviors have been in alignment and in tune with what we know about Mr. Dorsey, what we knew coming in regards to the special help that he would need. So, Your Honor, I am asking this court not to terminate Mr. Dorsey just yet. I am asking this court to do one last effort in order to provide Mr. Dorsey with services. It was discussed in staffing, one last resource that could be available, that Mr. Dorsey could avail himself to. And Your Honor, I am asking the court to allow that option to, allow this court to pursue that option to see if it can be something that would be beneficial to Mr. Dorsey, Your Honor.
All right, and that was the option dealing with his father, is that correct?
Well, no, not necessarily. Well, maybe, but more so getting him in tune with the services there at Wayne County for the navigation, that special program there.
Right, but remember, part of the navigation program would be that he would have to have somewhere in the community where he would be living so that they can make sure that he is following the mandates of the program to get him the help that he needs.
And I also thought, Your Honor, that they mentioned that they could assist in residential placement as well.
Well, we've done that. That's what Ms. Taylor was mentioning.
Not necessarily. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
But residential and a facility, one and the same. He's been to Lake Ridge, hasn't he, Ms. Taylor?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, he has.
And that's residential. And so he still walks away. And so what you're indicating, Ms. Warfield, is that you want to try again for residential with the jail navigator. But I don't know where we can send him for residential. That's why we were trying to connect and see if maybe he would try to work it with his dad, if he's at his dad's house. Because at one time he talked about, oh, his dad was the best thing since sliced bread, and that's where he wanted to go. And so we were wondering if that was still something that maybe he would consider doing so he can still get the help that he needs. He's not in a facility, but he's in the community and still connected to the program. So I hear what you're saying. I wanted Ms. Taylor to go through everything on the record to clearly establish that we've done everything. We've done everything at least 3, 4, 5, 7 times to help Mr. Dorsey to get him on track. And Mr. Dorsey has consistently indicated that it's just not what he wants to do. So maybe I should hear from Mr. Dorsey this morning. Wasn't sure if he was talking on this morning. Mr. Dorsey, Ms. Matt, can you just confirm that I'll be there? All right, very good. Mr. Dorsey, what do you want to tell the court? Do you want to say anything?
I'm just homesick. I'm getting tired of not seeing my family, and I get depressed without them. So sometimes I try to harm myself. I hate feeling like a prisoner, even though when I'm outside in the world, it makes me feel depressed. So I just do stuff to try to, I don't know, just make it worse.
Where's your family? What family are you referring to?
Dorsey family in St. Clair Shores. I don't even like being in Detroit, but I'm stranded out here because I have to run away because I can't go home.
Home is in St. Clair Shores?
Yes.
Who lives in St. Clair Shores?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes.
Okay, but your grandmother said you can't stay there, you can't come there?
No, she didn't say that. That's actually my house.
Okay. So have you ever lived with your grandmother?
Been there since I was 2 years old.
Okay. I've not heard you mentioned before. Would you be willing to try? Well, we've never had contact with your grandmother.
I don't have a phone number to call her, so I don't know how to get in touch with her. Cause I got jumped and beat up from my phone and stuff.
Tell me your grandmother's name.
Ramona Dorsey, R-O-M-O-N-A. R-A-M-O-N-A. Ramona.
One more time, R-A?
M-O-N-A.
Okay. And she's in St. Clair Shores.
But I know the address.
Well, I don't want you to put the address on the record because we don't want everybody showing up at your grandmama's house. So I would, Mr. Dorsey, let me tell you where we are. This is, you have tied my hands so tightly. Mr. Dorsey, we have tried and tried and tried. And I mean, we have brought in the best of the best to try to help us to try with you. And I'm willing to continue to try, but it seems like every time we try and you say, yes, Judge, I'm gonna work with you. You turn around, you have been truthful.
I'm just saying that I was saying that just to get by you, but I really just want to go home. I don't want to be out in the street. And I have a place to go. I don't have a way to get home because I can't go anywhere and people are messing with me. I already have bipolar disorder, so I tend to go out and do things I forget, or I have amnesia. I can't remember things like that. And I got diabetes.
But Mr. Dorsey, but you understand that you can't go home and stay at home because if you're using substances, your grandmother's not gonna want you there, and rightfully so.
I wasn't using drugs when I was in St. Clair Shores. There's no drugs out there like that.
Oh, there's drugs everywhere, Mr. Dorsey. I beg to differ. No, sir. There are drugs everywhere.
Being in Detroit is the main thing. I'm homesick and I'm ready to go home. I'm tired of being, I haven't been home in 4 years. I'm ready, I have my own bed. I haven't been able to do anything I want to do.
Listen.
I have a garden to keep up. I have an own backyard. I don't even do drugs when I was
Right,
there.
but Mr. Dorsey, here's the issue. If you don't get the help that you need with the substances that you use, you're not gonna be at home. Nobody's gonna have you living at their house and you're using drugs and you're out in the streets. They're not gonna do that. And I don't blame them. So let's try
I don't
it.
do drugs anymore. I don't even do the Suboxone anymore. I quit that.
Okay, well, we don't know that because everywhere we placed you to get some help, you've left. And the only place we've been able to have you and you be drug free is at the Wayne County Jail.
But that's where you want me to be. I guess I have to be.
No, that's not where I want you to be. I do not want you to be at the jail. I want you to be somewhere getting some help. I want to find out, Miss Taylor, have you ever heard him mention his mom?
Your Honor, in the full 2 years that we've had Mr. Philip Dorsey since July 7th of 2021, he has never mentioned any information of any family in St. Clair Shores. He's never mentioned a residence in St. Clair Shores, a mother or a grandmother. The only family member we had on record or that he updated us on or said that he had any form of contact with was his father. This is the first time we've ever known this information.
All right. I'm not making a decision just yet. Miss Warfield, I'd like you to go in the breakout room with Mr. Dorsey so you can get that address for the grandmother that lives in St. Clair Shores. I'd like to see if we can make some contact with her. I'm just at my wit's end. I will tell you, I'm not sending him back to residential. We've been there 8 times. We've done it maybe even more than 8. But even before Miss Jasmine came, it's been at least 8 times. And so I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again if he's not ready. If he's not ready. And you all know I will do it over and over again. And I've done it more for Mr. Dorsey probably than anybody else in this program. So Miss Warfield, go in the breakout room, get that information, Google it. Let's see if we can find this person and make contact with her, because if not, it really is looking like this is the end of the road for Mr. Dorsey. And Mr. Dorsey, while I don't want you in jail, you have so many charges out here, that's probably where you're gonna be. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, as opposed to getting help. So, Ms. Warfield, will you take a moment to go in that breakout room?
I will, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Rogers, I know you are covering 100 courtrooms today. I have your position as to the recommendation for termination. If you are needed when we come back, I'll call on you, but has your recommendation changed?
It has not changed.
All right, so you're good. I know you gotta go to 100 courtrooms.
you.
Go right ahead. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Before we let Miss Rogers go, I believe Mr. Green have a matter that we needed Miss Rogers for?
Ms. Stevenson.
Is Ms. Stevenson here?
Not to my knowledge, if she's not downstairs.
No, that's going to be a warrant.
Okay, great.
Yes, get that down to me. And then Mr. Gilmore, I don't think we need a prosecutor for Mr. Gilmore, and I think that was it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Miss Max got my stuff.
All right, thank you. Oh, Miss Kennedy, yes, we do.
Hold on, Ms. Rogers.
Oh, yes, we do.
Quick.
Oh, hold on. Who has Miss Kennedy's case?
Yes, Your Honor, I have Miss Kennedy.
While I have Miss Rogers, are you ready on Miss Kennedy?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay, I need to do Miss Kennedy very quickly. Has the podium been wiped off? All right, thank you so much. See if I catch her file. I did not. Okay. Can someone please place Miss Kennedy's case number on the record?
Yes, Judge.
Go ahead.
It's 190444. 0901.
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. State your full name.
Kennedy.
Ms. Kennedy, why did I get a call yesterday about your behavior at Lake Ridge?
I was just upset that somebody had went in my room while I wasn't there, and like somebody put a plant in there. And like it's a dresser outside the room, and they didn't put that dresser back, but I just set the dresser outside the room so it can go downstairs because like if you put something in it, it'll fall down. Like it don't have a bottom to it. So they got so
Ms. Kennedy, why were you acting out yesterday at Lake Ridge? It's not about a dresser.
I wasn't angry at nobody until the staff that's always messing with me came across me, but she told the right people not to talk to me, because I came to her about other issues. And he came to talk to me again, and it was irritating.
And so you thought that it was appropriate to engage in the behavior that you engaged in on yesterday?
No, I don't think it was right. I think it was just kind of like out the blue because I had to, because I was out and I had to like stop what I was doing and I had to come back because.
You were out where?
I was out, they let me go get some clothes and stuff to wear.
Oh, that's the first problem. Okay. So, Miss Kennedy, listen, we have you there because we are trying to help you, okay? So you came very close yesterday. I want to be very frank and honest with you. You came very close yesterday to going to jail until next week, Wednesday. Yes, ma'am, because you know what? When I receive a call that somebody is trashing a room and yelling and screaming, the response is call the police. And then we called our police partner and said, listen, let's get her arraigned. We'll send her to the jail and then we'll sort it out. Because she's over there, that is against the law. You can't tear up people's property. You can't do all of engage in aggressive and threatening behavior. You know that everybody is sensitive to that these days. And so you can't do it. We're trying to help you. I need you to work with us, okay? Do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Green put that fire out and said, you know, we're going to work a different route where she didn't have to go to jail. And I appreciate that, Mr. Green. But I need everybody to know, prosecutor, everybody, the next time you engage in that kind of behavior, that is my response. Call the police, take her to the DDC, which is the Detroit Detention Center. I'm going to get on and arraign you. I don't care if it's Saturday morning at 6:30, okay? I'm gonna take my do-rag off. I'm gonna put my black robe on that I keep at home. I'm gonna call up my case coordinator, my specialty court coordinator, and I'm gonna call Miss Warfield, and I'm gonna call the city attorney, and we gonna come on, and I'm going to arraign you and send you to the Wayne County Jail. So I need you to understand that behavior is not acceptable at any time. And please don't think because the court is closed that we have stopped working. We don't, okay? I wanna make sure you understand that because I'm not, Mr. Green, I know I told her, I told you that I probably was gonna send her to jail today. I'm not gonna send her to jail unless you tell me otherwise, and you've heard something else from Lake Ridge that differed from yesterday when the situation was calmed down. But I needed you to know from my lips to your ears that even when the court closes today at 4:30, Judge Holmes, we are not closed. I travel with a robe in my purse, okay? We'll put it on, don't care where I am. We'll call up folks and say, get on Zoom, and I will arraign you and send you to the Wayne County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you have an issue, let's work it out. Let's talk it out. Let's figure it out, but you cannot act out, okay? Do you have questions for me?
It's just that I did go to the staff about that.
Okay, and Mr. Green will follow up with that. If she's having some issues with some staff, Mr. Green, follow up. I understand everybody have these different personalities, but listen, you're gonna have to work with them, okay? But I don't want anybody treating you bad, but I don't want you treating anybody else bad, okay? So Mr. Green will look into that. Mr. Green, I want to release Miss, because I was sending her to jail today. That's why I had you stay. Mr. Green, has anything changed?
No, Your Honor, I have not received any other word. However, before Miss Kennedy is released, I would like her to go in a breakout room with Miss Price.
Yes.
To discuss a little bit. And once she's finished, then we can have her leave.
Okay, all right, so that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna meet with Miss Price. I don't know if somebody's in there already. We'll get her set up. And you'll meet with Miss Price. She'll talk with you. And then you're gonna go right back to Lake Ridge. No stops in between, okay? And then let's make sure we handle things appropriately. And Miss Price, you can probably, I know you can give her 1 or 2 tools to use when things escalate instead of blowing up. You know, I had that 3-second rule, Miss Kennedy, because we all go there, right? I have that 3-second rule. Stop, pause for 3 seconds. And I think about, what is this going to cost me? If I do this, if I respond this way, what is it going to cost me today? What is it going to cost me next week? What is it going to cost me 3 months from now, a year from now?
Yeah, well, like when I had told her that I needed to drop my mail off, she said she don't care what I need to do.
Right, but you don't have in and out privileges right now, okay? All right, give us an opportunity to get some things straight and to get that. Remember, we talked about that assessment, okay? So you're gonna get it. You won't be there forever.
Because like I had to go check my mail because I have other court stuff to do.
Okay, very good. And so listen, will Mr. Green arrange with the staff for her to be able to go and get her mail? But we're not just going willy-nilly, because there's some things we need to get done, okay? All right, very good. Do you have any other questions? Okay, officer, we'll get her. She's not free to leave yet. We'll get her set up. Thank you. Now, Ms. Rogers, you really can't leave.
Thank you.
I changed my mind.
And Your
That's the
Honor,
only reason why I had you stay, yes.
while we're on record, just to clarify, would you like Miss Kennedy to have certain restrictions while she is at Lake Ridge? As you recall, she was just staying.
No, I want her based on, let's have Ms. Price speak with her, get some recommendations as to how much, you know, she should be in and out. And if you all feel that, okay, she's good to go throughout the day, but I need to know if that's what she's doing, she needs to be tested. She needs to be tested. She has to be tested. And so, and then the information that I've asked, because that's not the plan to just keep her there. The information that I've asked for, let's get it so we can determine what's next for her. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And her return to court date is when? Did she have one already? Is it for Wednesday?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, so that would be March 22nd.
Let me pull it. Just 1 second while I pull it up.
Okay. She should have a new date. Or did we put her on the 29th?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. We had her for the 29th.
Okay, very good. She'll keep that same court date, the 29th at 8:40. It should be 8:35, and then when she leaves, we'll tweak her time. All right, very good. Is there someone in that conference room?
No, I'm gonna need somebody to reopen it up again.
Oh, to set it up. All right, because Ms. Price is on. All right, very
Your
good.
Honor.
Yes, Ms. Taylor.
Sorry to interrupt. Ms. Stevenson just called me and said she had to find transportation and that she is on the way.
Oh, wonderful. She'll probably stay with us. Okay, and she'll be on time for her hearing Monday. All right.
And
very
Your
good.
Honor, Miss Price did assess her, and she has recommendations also that she can put on record in regards to Miss Stevenson when it's time for her to hear her case.
All right, awesome, very good. Well, let's see what time she gets here. I have 12 o'clock meeting with fiscal that I must attend.
Judge,
All right, very good. Yes.
For Mr. Gilmore, I need to zoom out now. Mr. Fikens is still here. I did talk to Ms. Harris. My recommendation, I'm not recommending any jail time for Mr. Gilmore. I think he's a good guy. He just needs to talk to someone. Mr. Fikens will be in the courtroom to represent Mr. Gilmore, but with your permission, I need to zoom out of the courtroom if I may at this time.
Yes, you may. Thank you, Mr. Reed. Be safe. Have a good weekend.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
And happy St. Patrick's Day to you, Judge. Not too much
All right.
celebrating.
Thank you. Same to you. No celebrating at all for me.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All right.
And Your
All
Honor?
right. Very good. Yes, give me 1 second. Ms. Harris
Okay.
is coming to the side. Just 1 second. Ms. Gilmore, let me say this to you. You know, you've been with me. You know, you are responsible for everything that shows up in your system, right? Everything, right? All right. So if you are hanging around people, if you are willy-nilly eating from people, drinking from people, you do it at your own risk. You are responsible. So while you know that you are with me, you want to make sure that you are not eating and drinking from people, okay? Because you're going to have to come and face me. All right? So that's where we are. I'm going to go ahead and yeah. He's a good guy. And so listen, I'm going to, you gave him his next court date. We're all good. I'm just telling you, this time, I'm giving you a warning. Be careful who you eat and drink from, okay? Because you are going to be held accountable. When in doubt, bring your own stuff. Listen, I have friends and family. When I go to their house, I've either already eaten or I'm cooking when I get there, and I bring my own drinks because I know how they turn up and I don't turn up. And I'm not in this program, but I don't turn up. And I don't think they slipped something on me or anything like that maliciously. But you know, sometimes people just think, oh, she's so straight-laced, this ain't gonna do nothing to her. No, I'm responsible for everything that goes into my system. So if I know my folks, you know, that's what they do, then I do something different, okay? All right, we good. All right, you good. Go be great. All right, let's do it. I need to do, yes, Mr. Green, you were trying to get my attention.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to remind you of, we do have Ms. Thomas and Mr. Byers from our previous specialty court docket on Wednesday.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, they didn't come on their day, but let's do them real quick before I go back to my other matters. All right, I'm going to go to Mr. Byers. Are you ready on Mr. Byers?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I have case number 200-565-9101. Mr. Byers, state your full name, please. Unmute for me.
Carlos Byers.
All right, Mr. Byers. Mr. Green, I know that I asked him earlier how he was doing. He said, all right. Mr. Byers, are things going well where you are?
Yes.
They are? Are you working your program?
Yes.
Okay, are you having any issues?
No.
None? Tell me something good that's happened since the last time I've seen you.
Well, my son was in a bad car accident. He's pretty much doing well in recovering. He's pretty much in rehab, so that's pretty much.
Okay, and how are you handling that, Mr. Byers?
Okay,
You handling it okay?
yes.
All right. Well, I hope things turn around and get better for your son, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you need us to help you with anything?
Pretty much not at the moment, I would say.
All right, Mr. Green, update me as to Mr. Byers.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Byers is working this program. He was in attendance on Wednesday. However, it was not articulated to the facility that he is currently staying at that he was to be seen by you, Your Honor. But other than that, Mr. Byers is working the program and doing what's necessary.
All right, awesome, awesome. If nothing else for Mr. Byers, what's his next date, Mr. Green?
Yes, he will return for a return to court date via Zoom on March 29th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
All right, awesome. Did you get that, Mr. Byers?
March 29th,
Yes, at 8:35.
8:35.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you get that?
March 29th, 8:45.
8:35. Zoom in with us, okay?
Okay. I was here Wednesday, but I was told that I didn't need to be here Wednesday. So
Okay, it wasn't your date? All right, well, I'm glad to see you on today, okay?
okay.
All right, take care, Mr. Byers.
You too, Judge.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, let's do it. All right, let's go back to Mr. You're free to go, Mr. Byers. I need to go back to Mr. Dorsey because the county has other people that they need to put on the screen. My apologies. Everything is going on today. All right, Miss Attorney Warfield, were you able to find out any information?
I did get the address, Your Honor, from Mr. Dorsey. I was able to look that address up in an online system. There is a house there. I did relay the information to Ms. Taylor to look further into it, but the address that he provided it is a home there in St. Clair Shores. So we just need to figure out a way to reach out to the family to see if they're there and moving forward. But I do want to put on the record, Your Honor, while I was in the breakout room with Mr. Dorsey, he did indicate that he wants to go home and he wants the help that we are able to provide. He explicitly stated, and I have his permission to state this, all he wanted was to go home and he would do whatever it is that we need him to do. I expressed that his actions have not indicated that. So we're going to need a little bit more than his word in order to make that happen. But Your Honor, I can just tell from the conversations I've had with Mr. Dorsey, this one was a little bit different. And I am, again, going to put as my recommendation to explore the jail navigator option for Mr. Dorsey. Now, if it's something that cannot be done, again, as you have put on the record, Your Honor, we have done literally everything that we could. So, Mr. Dorsey, I want you to hear this from me. If you do not participate and do with the jail if this is an option that judge is going to allow you to do, if you do not participate with the jail navigator, that's it. We don't have any other option. Okay? If the judge allows you to go through this, that will be the option. But we did have that conversation, Your Honor, and I was able to confirm that there is a home at the address he provided in St. Clair Shores.
All right. Okay, very good. And thank you for establishing, at least that's a start, that there is a house there. So this is what I'd like to do. I'm not making a decision today. I'm not saying that he's staying in the program. What I am going to do is I'm making sure I've done everything. I am going to bring this back. I'm going to bring it back on Tuesday. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I have my dates right. I don't know if Monday is too quickly to bring it back. I may have to wait until Friday, the 24th to bring it back, to give us an opportunity to make contact with the grandmother, to make contact. Let's go ahead and put him in for the jail navigator. And then maybe they can do that legwork about it, finding out if the grandmother is willing to work with him or what have you. I'm gonna postpone the hearing until March 24th, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. And then that way, if we can get the navigator, if that avenue works, then of course we'll get him out before that Friday and get him aligned with services and get him home. If it doesn't, then I'm going to make my determination on Friday, March the 24th. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you say no objection or objection?
No objection.
Sound like you said objection, Your Honor. All right, very good. All right, thank you so much at the jail. Thank you, Mr. Dorsey. I will see you on Friday, next week, Friday, or maybe even sooner. Please do the requisite paperwork, Ms. Taylor, Ms. Warfield, whoever is responsible for that, to get him connected to the jail navigator. So
Hey,
that now that you have an
Holmes?
address and a name.
Ms. Holmes,
Yes.
can I give you one more? I need to give you one more connection to somewhere. My mom was gonna have me stay. If I
Hold
can't go
on,
to my
I don't want
brother's-
you, hold on, I don't want you to put that on the record. You're gonna go back in the breakout room, get that information to Ms. Warfield, okay?
All right.
All right, I'll see you Friday. Thank you at the jail. Thank you for your patience. All right, very good. I need to do the intake. I have the intake, Ms. Pugh, that still needs to be done. And then Ms. Thomas, is Ms. Thomas in compliance? She just didn't show up on her date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Thomas, where are you?
Hello, Your Honor. No, I didn't know that I was to be in court Wednesday.
Well, I tell you all your court date every time. All right, come on, let's do it real quick. Looks like you're working or at school. What you doing?
I'm at Planet Fitness.
All right now. She said I'm working all right.
I had to lose 50 pounds for my health.
You can do it, Miss Thomas. You gonna do it?
Yep.
You can do it. All right, very good. Let me place your case number on the record. 210-606-3501. State your full name.
My name is Shannon Thomas.
All right, well, I didn't see you on no treadmill or nothing. Was she on
Okay,
there?
working out.
Oh, okay.
I saw her.
All right, I'm just making sure. All right. Look, Mr. Ficus said, I didn't see no fist going, Mr. Ficus, but all right. All right. Miss Thomas, you taking care of business?
Yes, as much as I can. I'm trying to get a job now.
You trying to get a job? What are you doing to try to get a job?
I've applied. I'm trying to work with a career coach.
Oh, you breaking up. I can't hear you. One more time.
I said I'm trying to work with a career coach.
Okay. All right. Very good.
While I'm here, I'm going to a temp agency to get signed up for the work for them.
All right. So you are really taking care of business, right?
Yes, I'm trying to be in your graduate class.
Yes, ma'am. All right. All right. Wonderful. Do you have any issues or any concerns that you need to bring to my attention?
No, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Green, anything additional as to Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor. Ms. Thomas is doing well in the program and she is compliant with all of her court orders.
All right. I love it. All right, Ms. Thomas. What's next? Listen to this date. Come on, Mr. Green. What's next?
Ms. Thomas will have a face-to-face on April 7th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
Uh-oh, we can't do April 7th. It's closure day for the court, right? Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Give me another date.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong day anyway. That's on a Friday, so it'll be. Can we do April 5th?
Yes, sir. Did you get that, Ms. Thomas? April 5th?
Yes, April 5th.
And her
All
court
right,
date
and
will
make
be,
sure you-
her court date will be
Go
the
ahead.
next week after that, unless noted otherwise.
All right, so you know that you're gonna return to court on April 12th, but you're gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Green on the 5th of April, okay?
Okay.
All right, Attorney Warfield, you want to say anything about Ms. Thomas?
Nothing further to add. Just keep up the good work. I do want to say this stuff because someone needs to make sure. Miss Thomas did physically come to the court the other day for face-to-face only because she did not hear from Mr. Green. So whatever confusion was, I believe was genuine confusion because Miss Thomas is on it. She came up here and said,
All
you
right.
can reach out to me. So I'm here. So I do want to place that on the record. Miss Thomas is on top of me. You're right.
All right, that's the new Miss Thomas. I love it. I love it. Miss Thomas, how are your babies doing?
That's a whole issue. But I am doing better because I did use coping techniques.
Okay, wait a minute. One more time, you fading in and out.
I said I am doing better because I did use coping techniques.
Okay. That's good. Coping techniques, you're using them. You've learned some and you're using them because we don't want to end up back in court, right?
I know, I think about you all the time. I say, you know what? What would the judge say?
Maybe I need to take a picture and put it on the poster and say, what would I say, Miss Thomas? With my face like this. Listen, whatever it takes. I've listened. You have such a good heart. Whatever it takes, you can do it. You've shown us. You've shown us what you're made of. I don't care what you walked through that door saying about yourself when you first came here. You have shown us that you have so much more to offer. Okay?
Yes, I'm very appreciative of the program.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Go get your workout on because I'm going to get mine on later today. I'm going to do my hour in the gym. Listen, I wish I could lose 40 pounds. Wait one second. I wish I could lose 40, but if I say it, I'll gain 40. So I'm just going to do my best, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Thomas. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. I also, Miss Kennedy, Miss Price, are we good with Miss Kennedy? You met with Miss Price? All right. Did you have any questions after meeting with Miss Price? All right, Miss Price, did you have anything you wanted to tell me before I release Miss Kennedy?
I did speak with Miss Kennedy, Your Honor, and I believe that she's okay to do some of those things she would like to do, like her doctor's appointments. She said she knows about her doctor's appointments in advance, so she can let us know, as well as seeing her children. I believe she's okay with that. She also let me know that she sees Miss Griffin, so I'm going to reach out to Miss Griffin. Me and Miss Kennedy talked about her journaling so that she can track her progress, so that she can remain motivated when those little things come up, to keep her focused. So we did speak about some of those things as well.
All right. So Miss Kennedy, you good? I still have your commitment to work with us? Yes. All right. Very good. Did we give you your next court date? 29. Yes, ma'am. And you can zoom in at 8:35, okay? All right. Very good. I have one question. Well, we want to get an assessment done. Remember, I couldn't get you to do anything when I let you be at home. You wouldn't show up for anything. So once we get that assessment done, then and Miss Green, here I go, Miss Price. I don't know if that assessment date has been set, but check with Miss Griffin and let's get that assessment done as quickly as possible. And then Mr. Green, I'm still waiting the verification that the home is conducive for her to be there, and then we're gonna let you go back home, okay? She was asking if her door gets fixed. All right, very good. Thank you, Miss Kennedy. Bye-bye. All right, thank you, Miss Price.
You're welcome.
I just have one date that I need to place on the record. I need to find out from Mr. Thomas. Did you all get anything, an update as to Mr. Thomas, Miss Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor, we were removing him from the docket today.
Okay, so let's remove Ms. Mack. And what's his next court date though? Did we give him an adjourn date?
No, when we discussed it yesterday in staffing, we didn't agree on a date because remember it was issues with the other court and the other case he had. So I mean, do you want to put him out for?
Yes,
Maybe.
I have to. I have to give him a next court date. So for 200-458-0601 and Z789-707, let's put it out to the 29th. But of course, if we get an update that whatever is going on with that other court has been resolved, I still would like to see him get the services that have been deemed appropriate for him, okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome, thank you. Let's do it, I'm ready on Miss Pugh. Is Miss Pugh on my docket today? Did they put her on?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just overlooking her, that's okay. All right, very good, come on, Miss Pugh. Yep, I had scratched her out, that's right. Too soon. All right, good morning to you, Miss Pugh. You thought we were setting you up for failure, and look at you, you are not failing.
I did.
And you are not failing. Look at you.
You know what?
You're here.
First, I want to tell you sorry for my appearance because I would not wear this before, but I don't have
You're-
any clothes on.
That's okay. You're good. I'm just glad you're here. All right, very good. I am ready to do that intake. Let me just grab.
And Your Honor,
Form.
did you
Yes.
see your text messages? I sent you a message.
Oh, no, I didn't. Let me look very quickly to see that it came through. Let's see. All right, thank you, Mr. Green. All right, I am ready on Tracy Q. I have, make sure I have the right one. I have case number 20045983001. Ms. Pugh, state your full name for me.
Tracy Lee here.
All right, you had someone with you today. Who was with you?
She's a lady that asked me to bring me here.
Okay, wonderful. All right, great to always have support. And I always like to identify who that support is and make sure you tell her I said thank you, okay? Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, let's do it. Mr. Green, are you ready to present Ms. Pugh?
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Pugh was referred to us by Judge Bryant. Ms. Pugh is a 52-year-old white female. She has completed some college. She currently does have children. She has one child. She does appear to show that she can benefit from our services here at Specialty Court. She has not participated in any mental health court program in the past 10 years. She is willing to join our program and to work with us. And she has expressed that she could benefit from our services. Your Honor, at this time, I would recommend that she be referred to our specialty court program and be admitted today.
All right, thank you. She's a referral from Judge Bryant, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, was she ever on regular probation with Judge Bryant?
No, Your
Were you
Honor.
on regular probation?
It was sort of like a temporary thing from then until now.
Okay.
So it was maybe like a month.
All right.
So I was testing like twice a month. I would go to a place for testing.
All right.
It wasn't really like a probation or anything, but I drug tested twice a month.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you. I also, just so you know, Miss Attorney Warfield, that she also has a civil infraction that was the offense date is November 23rd, 2021. So you may want to look at that at some point so she can get that resolved, okay? All right, very good. Attorney Warfield, what would you like me to know about Miss Pugh?
Yes, I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Pugh this morning, Your Honor. Very lovely personality. Just to start off, she does meet the legislative criteria for the state of Michigan to join our specialty court. But one thing that Ms. Pugh stated is, well, in our conversation, I was able to get Ms. Pugh to see and understand that we have resources that she can benefit from. We were able to talk about what it is that she thought that she needed. I was able to express the things that we have that coincide with that. And she is very excited to come into our program if she is admitted. She has already identified things that she wants to work on, some things that she wants to learn coping mechanisms for. So she is ready to put in the work and do what she needs to do in order to, of course, make herself better, but stay in compliance with our program as well. So I am recommending that we admit her into our specialty court.
All right, Miss Pugh, you ready to do the work?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm glad that you've decided to work with us. I do think our program has a number of benefits that you can utilize. And so I want to just encourage you to reach out and take advantage of all of the resources that we're going to make available to you. You have a team of professionals that will be working with you. And so I want you to make sure you take advantage of all of the resources that will be made available to you. Do I have your commitment to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just
Awesome.
worried about my, I'm just worried because I've had my same doctor for 32 years, but I don't wanna change doctors.
Okay, all right. And so Mr. Green is aware of that. I see him shaking his head. And so there are some releases that you'll need to sign so we can work with them, okay? All right, and then Mr. Green, there's also a review that I'm asking you to have done, to request to have done with her doctor. And so we'll make sure we get that done as well. So we'll work with you.
My doctor will appreciate the help because he's been dealing with me for all these years and I'm in a lot of trouble.
No, you're not a lot of trouble. You might be some work and that's okay. Okay, well, we don't mind a lot of work, okay? As long as you're working it, okay? All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team today?
Okay, so, no, I guess I could call her today and find out. I know like, my drug testing is free for my first,
phase, yes.
But for an assessment, I'm not gonna have any money to pay if I have to pay that.
No. We'll work on that. Mr. Green will work on that, right, Mr. Green?
Because, I have to
Yes, Your
go
Honor.
tomorrow. I already paid the lady that ran here, so.
All right, very good. What do you have to go to on tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be my first, draft.
Okay, all right, very good. Very good. And you have her all set up, right, Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great. And so give Mr. Green an opportunity to work with you,
Yes.
okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's get your next date. Do you have Zoom capabilities?
Yes.
Wonderful. That's right, because you came on Zoom before.
Yeah, that was a mess.
That's okay. You're not a mess today. So we're all good. So let's give her next date. Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Pugh will return to court via Zoom on March 29th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
All right, awesome. And so that'll be on Zoom. And then you'll work with Mr. Green before that date though, because there are some things I need you to get done, okay? All right, thank you for your patience today.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
How will I be notified by a contact? By email?
How do you be notified?
Like if I have to do anything with you, Mr. Green, before?
Well, I'm giving you your next court date. And then Mr. Green, are you gonna reach out to her about the review and getting her set up for her assessment so we can get the necessary information we need to be in compliance?
Yes, Your Honor. I would actually ask that Ms. Pugh stay down there and I come down and speak with her before she leaves, and I can fill her in a little bit more about what's going to happen next.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna have you have a seat. Thank you. So nice to meet you and welcome to our specialty court.
Thank you.
All right, yes, ma'am. All right, very good. I think that I have covered everybody. Did I miss anyone? Ms. Stevenson has not made it in yet. That's gonna be real unfortunate.
Your
for her
Honor,
when
and she
comes.
texted me saying she's here. I told her to stop in and check in at the courtroom, so I don't know where she is. I'll try to call her one more time.
Yes, she has not checked in here. I have 12. Oh, Miss Matt, 12 o'clock with Nicole O'Day or O'Shea. Yes. I know, I'm telling you in 5 minutes, I know, and I need to go back to my chambers before I do that meeting. All right, very good. All right, well, I don't know what y'all want to do with Miss Stevenson, but I'm breaking 12 o'clock. Officer, if she comes in, Miss Taylor, she needs to test. If you can hear me, she needs to test. She is not free to leave. You can take her down to lockup, and I'll let you all know when I can come back and reconvene. That. A mentor meeting. So Davidson might be on time for Monday. All right. And so we need to staff for Monday. If I could get Monday's docket. We need to staff for Monday, but I am going to take a little bit of a break. And then Ms. Warfield, can you just be on standby for Ms. Stevenson?
I will do my best. I do have a couple of meetings and hearings I'm supposed to do this afternoon, but just, give me a call.
Okay, wonderful. And if we need to wait for you or Mr. Fikens can step in, because we've got some concerns.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. All right. I'll give her a minute or two. And I can respond to
Your
this.
Honor, I just spoke with her on the phone. She actually says she's still in a vehicle, still en route, so I highly doubt she'll be here before your meeting at 12. I did still instruct her to just check in at the courtroom when she gets here.
Thank you. All right. Yep, she needs to come directly to the courtroom, and then Ms. Taylor, I need to have her tested.
Yes.
She's got a test. All right, awesome. All right, so I'm adjourning, and then I'll check back at 1 o'clock to see where we are.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you all.